Hey everybody, welcome to a pub chat here, where we sit back, relax, and do all the stuff we love in life. I've got this bad boy I'm going to chop into a tasty treat, so Dunk's going to tell you a story.
Yeah, Dixie shut one of those out earlier today.
Now I don't want it.
Lick it. Is it warm and squishy?
No, thank God.
Hey guys, I'm gonna bring you some updates on the Dixie news, the Dixie desk. We'll be going over the Dixie desk later on in the show. Look forward to that. I'll let Dick get settled in first before we start doing that. But yeah, been quite a few busy day.
Yeah. Eh?
Yeah.
Well, I want to know now. So what? Okay.
Hang on a minute. Oh,
yeah.
Bastard. Right. Yes. So, you're gonna have to bring up a picture because I'm just going to find some pictures.
I'm not even ready to bring something up on the screen, you prick. Okay, hold on.
Well, that's why I said I'll let you get settled in first.
Yeah, but I need something to capture before I can set up the capture. That's the way it works, right? Okay, hold on. I'll open the capture browser so I can at least get to that point.
Okay, right. I'm dropping in the green room. Okay,
this is all the stuff you're supposed to not hear on the show, but yeah.
Well, it was late getting here. So
yeah, what are you gonna do, right? Okay. Here we go. Okay. Almost ready. There. Oh, I almost burped at everybody. Okay, there we go.
Delish. Look at that. Yeah, that's my my own recipe, a chicken super loop sort of thing.
Looks like something a Mexican would puke up.
It looks like a chicken korma, but yeah. So it was a bit thick. That was my first attempt, but I haven't got another picture of that. But using that mixture, I've made it a little bit runnier into a little soup. So you can bring up the next picture. This was yesterday.
It looks like it leaked out of a sick baby's pants, man.
I bet. So you bring up the next picture there, Dick.
There's another one. Okay, is it more rude or? Oh, I have to download this one first. Okay.
Oh,
you're making this more difficult. All right, hold on.
Oh, why did he do that? I
don't know.
It's the format. It's the format of the bloody thing, isn't it?
You can tell we've done this before in life, right? You know, podcasting, that is, right? And all the smooth way we go about this, you know.
This is what happens when you bring in like exclusive live news. This is you know. This is breaking news, and
something's breaking.
You think it's breaking? Yeah. So, oh dear.
So she licked it up.
Yeah.
It's like a Kiss song.
Look at that empty plate.
Wow.
Empty plate.
And that plate's like the size of the dog, so she ate a lot.
So she ate it all up. Yeah. There's another picture there of a happy little doggy from a few days before.
More pictures?
Yeah. So this is the good news. This is the good news every day. 2 days in a row, she's eaten up an entire plate of food, and she's now a little happy little doggy.
Looks like she just gave somebody an enema with her nose.
Yeah, that is one of the downsides to this. Is her face gets absolutely mucky. It's terrible, but yeah, no, she's a very, very good girl, and she even gets a little bowl of cat kibbles to eat afterwards. She's at it again. She's at it again.
I don't know if they have it in the UK, but in Canada, the brand Whiskas, the cat brand, they have cat milk, and oh my God, dogs love it. They love it.
There's puppy milk, and I've been giving her that, and she loves that as well.
Oh, cool.
So obviously, Stephen Walsh has just sent in $10 super chat in celebrations.
Yay! Thanks for caring, Stephen.
Contain himself with the good news and just had to go, boom, here's $10.
Yeah. Awesome. Thanks, Steve. Thank you very much.
I'll use that to buy Dixie a new jumper because the one is just coming in.
Yeah, it's gonna go from pink to brown really fast, man.
But yeah, no, I'm a happy bunny. It's good news. It's good news. She's on the up.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Way to go, puppy. Fight. You can do it.
You got some good news too.
I do?
If I remember. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Well, the good news is I don't want to say anything too loud.
Yeah,
because there's ears around, but a certain.
Well, do you want me to say it instead?
Yeah. It's not quite closed because there's still just a little bit towards the screen to go and stuff. But we're go ahead, explain what I'm babbling about because I can't. Right?
Yeah. So basically, the story is you guys have been helping Dick to fund a new computer for Felix. And we almost got there, but just to jump in the gun, Dick has bought the computer. It's now on its way, and he's also got the monitor for it. Very, very nice 27-inch monitor. That's on its way too. So it's all on its way, ready for Felix's birthday coming up. So thank you so much, everybody, for doing that, and it's good.
Yeah, the last thing I'm doing is the Apple swipey. The peripheral you put in your right hand to use a computer. I'm trying to, you know what I mean, not say anything, but because his is old and it needs, yeah.
So we're now fundraising for a new mouse mat for him, which unfortunately costs $2,000.
Yeah.
It's gold plated and made from the virgin skin of a small vole that's been stitched together. So very pricey.
Yeah. I had to take a little bit out of the budget to do the last thing to get everything to arrive on time and everything. So I'm still kind of leaving it open to see if $100 might trickle in over a week or two, because I wouldn't mind that at all. It was very pricey all in, but you guys helped so much, and he's going to do a little unboxing vid and everything, so that's coming up.
Yeah,
it'll be cool. It'll be really cool.
Now, what a shame that you didn't get him a PC because, because you got him a Mac, he's just going to be able to open the box and just get straight on with it. He doesn't have the joy of deleting all the crappy new utilities that are burnt onto the operating system.
Debloating your computer is a time-honored tradition in the PC world, right? You know,
it's like you get a Mac and you open it and you go, well, now what? Well, the world is your oyster. You can make a movie, you can make a song, you can whatever you want.
But
I don't know what to do.
You buy a PC and you get it home, and the first thing you do is uninstall McAfee, uninstall, and it's just unbelievable. And then you have to download a little hack program to turn off the Microsoft telemetry so they're not tracking you. And
oh joy. I miss those days. Not at all.
Yeah, no. I will say that I am a firm believer that, yes, there is an Apple tax, and you pay for it, but and I am 100% convinced that your average Apple computer owner holds their computer in a seriously good working condition for longer than a PC owner as well. So in the long run, the Apple tax isn't such a bad thing. It just hurts at purchase because they're more expensive.
It is kind of funny that, I tend to try to not throw out my computers and stuff. But I do end up having, PCs. They just go in the bin. I just seem to have a collection of really old Macs.
Everybody does that likes Macs, man.
But they still work. It's just obviously they don't work very well in the modern day.
Yeah.
But it's like I don't want to get rid of it. It still works fine.
You know how I used to have a real retro computer collection and I sold most of it off, right?
Yeah.
I still have a G4 Cube and I will not give it up. No way. I still think that's one of the baddest ass computers ever made. Wasn't the best, but it was awesome.
Wouldn't it be great to tear the guts out of that and put a mini in it?
Oh, what's his name? That action retro guy. He's a newer Apple retro YouTuber, and he took one of the Sunflower G4 Max with the biggest screen. I think it was a 21-inch, and he put an M2 Mini in it. Man, it rocks. And I love the Sunflower iMac. I think that was the best one.
I know. I wish I hadn't got rid of mine.
You know, the way that the monitor would go anywhere on that arm was better than any $1,000 stand they've made since.
and the funny thing is, I said I got rid of it. I didn't actually get rid of it. I gave it to a friend who needed a computer.
Oh, yeah. That's what we used to do with our computers around here. They always went to Felix's grandma afterwards. But she finally bit the bullet and bought herself a MacBook Pro last year, so that's not needed anymore.
Well, you're going to be paying forward with the Felix's order, aren't you?
I actually I went over last night and said, hey, you guys, blah, blah, that we got this, it'll be available in about a week and a half, 2 weeks or whatever here, and they were like, no way, this is awesome. Yeah. So we got a very happy kid on the spectrum who's getting Felix's iMac after it goes. So, and I'm not charging them for them. I'm just giving it to them. No.
Optics says he's still got his Sinclair ZX81.
Yeah.
And he's watching the show on it.
Wouldn't that be amazing? Yeah. In 1-bit black and white. Yeah. That'd be amazing. You'd get a frame every like 7 seconds.
Oh, no, but don't forget it's a ZX81, so its frame refresh was goddamn awful.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
you either update the screen or blank it to do work. They fixed that in the Spectrum with slow mode, right? I'm a Canadian, but I know retro computers, Yeah. Funny thing. Okay, we won't go on and on about retro computers for too long, but there's a guy named Neil. He's got RMC. It used to be Retro Man Cave, UK YouTuber. And now he's got a place where they're all on display and you can go on the weekends and pay a bit of money and go in and play all the old computers. It's freaking awesome. He took over an old mill. And 3 years ago, he did a video when he was in his own little studio, and he was like, eventually I would love to have a place where you all could come and play with these systems that we keep dressing up and rebuilding and stuff. And I was watching that old video the other day, and I had to put in a comment, hey, 3 years later, man, you've done it. Good on you. Because he did,
I'm on my way. Put the kettle on.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I'd love to go there. I would.
I'm bringing me games pack.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Viper UA in the chat there says, I'd love to play Atari Space Invader. We had an idea once where we could do like a game night in the Discord, but it would be like older retro games, because then everybody could just download the emulator and share their screen one at a time, and we could do high scores and stuff. It'd be easy,
We could play pay per turn Space Invaders on this show, where for every super chat you get, you get to like fire or move left, move right, dodge the invader.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah. Pause the frame. Okay, wait, or we could play like Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis, and we could do a consensus with the group. Okay, who votes we answer this? Who votes we answer this? And go through the adventure game, right? That'd be funny. You'd have little factions form. People would be doing groups. Okay, we got to try to win the game because they're screwing around. It'd be funny.
I remember that was it Dragon's Lair? That's like a video animated game. We had to like the options and
yeah.
I must have put so much money in that machine and not got freaking anywhere.
I remember I saw that in the arcade. I was standing behind some guy playing it, and I was like, oh my God, I've got to play this game. And then I put in my quarter and realized that all I was doing was just, watching for the arrow or the button thing to, activate. And I realized I was just the director in a very fast-paced movie. Like, I was bummed. I wanted to actually run them around, but that's not how it works, It is still a good game, totally, right? Especially if you know the moves, so you can just sit there and watch the story play out. It's freaking awesome.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. You have to probably actually watch somebody else play it before you dive in.
Yeah.
You're just gonna 30 seconds of a game and you'll be back again.
Oh,
with
yeah.
the 50p.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's exactly it. It was the first game in the local arcades for me that was 2 quarters, not 1.
Damn it.
Yeah. Yeah, and then there was a game after that called Space Ace, which was the same. It was really funny too. It was really good.
I don't think I remember that one.
It's really good. I got all those on my emulator set up on the TV. My son and I like to play the retro stuff quite a bit. I still like those things, you know?
Yeah, me too, but I just don't have time.
Kevin Woldridge in the chat. Road Rash, absolute classic. I love that on the Panasonic 3DO. Oh, that was a great game on the 3DO. One of the only good games on the 3DO, though. I need a beer. Hold on one sec.
Panasonic 3DO. What the hell was that? Don't remember that machine. Yeah. So what else? What Shader Cole said. Anyone playing Hell Divers? Nope. No. Don't even know what it is. I've heard a lot of people mention it. I've got no idea what it is.
Road Rash?
Oh, Hell Divers.
Oh, no idea.
It's a new game. It's one of those new games played by those those young kids.
I can't. Modern games, there's just like, okay, these are the 27 buttons you have to memorize. What? What the hell, man? I didn't think I was going to have to take a test, you know?
Well, can you imagine if they release like Space Invaders now? It would be like a 50. You buy the game in its box. You stick the disc in, and then the machine say, right, okay, now to download the 50 gigabyte files required to play it.
Yeah.
Have you got a Microsoft account?
Yeah.
No.
But you haven't signed in recently, so we're going to test you for your password. And then the kids yelling, Dad, and,
you just shouting, I'll put 50p in. I'll just play the bloody thing.
I know.
Get over there. That frustrates me. That frustrates me so much.
I know modern video games have nothing to do with the player as it pertains to the instant gratification of play. It's all about the company and security checks and everything now, right? It's hilarious. Drives me crazy. Like
yeah, go on.
Well, Felix and I recently got one of the Far Cry games for him for his Xbox. So you get the disc, you put it in, you're all set and ready to play, and you're like, oh, we should have had lunch first. What? You know, I just fuck off. You know?
Yeah, I think that's one of the reasons why mobile games really caught on really well, because they seem to cut a lot of that crap out. Yeah. Although I think some of that's changed now. I mean,
now it's so bullshit ridden that it's come back. Yeah.
And you can play the game for free, but if you want to play Space Invaders and have bullets to fight back, you have to pay extra for that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and if you want your bullets to be good, well, here's the loot box. See if you can get the real ones.
That's crazy.
You know. Yeah, it's one thing I hate about modern stuff. Like my son's got a new iPad. We got some funding through the fellow babies here as well for that. Or I think that was around Christmas time, right? And some of the things he plays are like that. And they force me into a situation because of who he is and how he is, where I have no choice but to get rid of the damn ads and just cough up a few bucks, right? And I mean, it's for things that literally one person just coded in their bedroom in a weekend. You know, It drives me nuts.
Like the good old days. But where is it? Was it gone?
Remember when you could buy remember when one of your friends could buy a good game on tape for a Commodore VIC-20 and everybody could copy it?
First last in the chat says, want to win? $120. Let's go. Yeah, it's so true. So true. So many of these things you can't win unless you pay.
Yeah. Here, CF Beauty found something real funny. So there's a YouTuber, I don't know this cat's name, but he decided that Apple Vision Pro was a little too expensive for him. So
yeah. Yeah, I've seen this picture going around.
The eyes, it's creepy. I can barely look at it. I have to look at it out of the corner of my eye.
I'll put mine on.
When you put that on, it's hilarious. That's the Vision Pro.
It's hang on a minute. It's slipped a little bit. I better just readjust it. There we go. That's better. Oh no! OBS Studio it says install update. No, not now.
Yeah. When live is the perfect time to update your software. And OBS's only job in life is basically to go live. So, come on, guys. Wait, he's streaming. Perfect. Inject the update now.
Yeah, can't you tell? Oh, Jesus Christ. Hang on. I've got to take these off. They're a bit heavy.
It's because they didn't go with the center headband, right?
I'll tell you what, through the pass-through on these is amazing.
Yeah. No latency at all, right?
No. It's almost like I'm really there.
Yeah. It's just a tiny bit soft. Cheap plastic.
Except the only problem is because they're so cheap, when you go and do for the dinosaur experience, it just basically got Barney the dinosaur on a loop.
Yeah. Earlier, Secular Sakai and Yana and James there from Why Ukraine, Yana from Project Constantine, they did a multi-stream on a few channels. And for a bit, it was funny. James's webcam, I think it was dirty or something, but it looked like he had rubbed Vaseline on it for that 60s soft, sexy effect. It was really funny.
Did it work?
No. Yeah, my cheese didn't get any harder, so I don't know.
Yeah, sorry, James. Try harder next time.
Yeah. I wasn't feeling the old William Shatner from that one.
Did he have a touch of eyeliner?
Oh.
Kaboom! Bang!
We got a one.
Oh God, this is going to take a while.
$100 super chat from Stephen Walls. Calgary conference. Is that like the Stampede then, dude? Because isn't that what they do in Calgary? You get really drunk, ride horses, and kick the living shit out of each other. Hey, man, big thanks.
Thank you, my sweetheart.
Yeah, we should sing him a love song.
Well, sure. Every time I start singing, you tell me to shut up.
Yeah, but this is different. He's earned it. He's
Steven,
earned you pissing me off.
This is just for you. Because you are the wind beneath my wings.
Oh, God. There's dogs howling everywhere right now.
I don't know. I've got some kind of wind coming on.
A mighty wind indeed. Thanks, Stephen.
I'm gonna roll another cigarette for that.
That was pretty funny. I should actually look at some of the other infos I'm supposed to be keeping up on in the background while we go here. Yeah, okay. So Lee Marley in the chat, in for the Dixie Fund for $15. Good shout.
Yay.
Good shout. That was a direct donation as well. So yeah, that deserves like a bang of the drum.
You hear that, Dixie? You got a new jumper coming.
Yeah. What color would you like, kiddo?
Oh, she likes pink.
Oh, she does she?
Yeah,
is that what your wife tells you?
Yes, it's exactly what my wife tells me.
Because
my wife can understand.
She might like black leather and studs, man. I mean,
Well, that was more my fetish, but but Dixie didn't like wearing it. Little gimp outfit.
Hey, maybe it was her that's been freaking people out in the UK with the whole gimp thing.
Yeah, I don't think she'd need a mask to do it.
Stephen Walsh hits again with a super sticker of a cute little kitty going like this. Awesome. Awesome.
Does that mean he wants another song?
No, I don't think it does.
What's the pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's the pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I wish I had never fucking said anything.
That'll get the animals going.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's raccoons rolling around with their heads on their...
All right. Got to thank Sergeant Chuck for catching those super chats. Thank you, mate. Well done.
Yeah.
Still doing his job.
Helena, the one of the other partners in Project Constantine, she was on the stream today. She's going to join us next week on the show. Finally. Last week when we were doing the Shills show, dude, she had it up on the television and her dog was going over and barking at Buckchuck.
I know. I was going to try to suggest to you during the show is just to make Sergeant Buckchuck really, really big.
Yeah, I should have.
The dog would have been going nuts.
Yeah, I should have.
Yeah.
Okay,
there just didn't seem to be an appropriate time to mention it while people were talking about the death and destruction in Ukraine.
Yeah. Fight back, Buckchuck. Oh, we got to do that to her puppy next time. Oh, yeah. Totally cool. Oh, we've got another super chat in from NA.
Less of a super chat, more of a request.
Oh my God. Okay.
Wait. Oh my God. Okay. A super chat from
NA for $6.66. And he says, I'm a fucking asshole and I'm going to make you look stupid, Dawson. Okay.
I'll count you in. 1, 2,
No,
3.
hold on. I want to make sure I put at least one of the effects that's sort of appropriate for this. Okay. I actually, hold on. Is it I'm so lost without you is the second line?
That would do. It's close
Is that
enough.
it? Okay. Yeah. Why did it have to be Air Supply? Can you ever heard of Metallica? I mean,
We'll do them doing it. It's All Out of Love by Air Supply, covered by Metallica by Dr. Dawson.
I'm all out of love. I'm so lost without you.
Keep those requests coming in. We're here all night.
That saved my ass. That was a good idea. That hurt my throat. That wasn't an effect on my voice. It was just the reverb. Ow.
Now, can you do Hello Dolly by in the style of Judas Priest?
If I start singing that song that intros that movie, there's somebody's going to come. No, I'm not. I can't do that.
No. We'll think of something else.
NA, I know who you are. I can find you.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll get someone to dox you, no problem.
Yeah, it ain't gonna happen here, but
what he means by that, he's gonna actually send you his own album when he's recorded it. Dawson does show tunes. Yeah, that's gonna be great album.
Yeah. Okay, so let's not do the singing thing.
Okay.
There are some singers that I could properly sing a cappella, and your average person would go, "Wow, that's actually pretty good." But I'm not comfortable doing that. I've always been the guitar player that helps sing with the band. I'm not.
Yeah, you're not a front man, are you?
Not so much, but with practice I could do it, but it's not my natural gig, right?
Mm.
Oh, I hope not, Shelly. But no, I don't even get the good meds when it comes to like that because I've got allergies to all the stuff. So I never get like the codeine and the morphines. I'm not allowed to have any of it. It sucks.
No happy drugs for you.
No.
Just miserable git ones.
Yeah, it sucks too because when you actually need good painkillers, the ones I get aren't that good, right?
Yeah,
it sucks. And the one they always try to give me just makes me feel like I'm about to shit my own stomach out. Like that's enjoyable, I'd rather just. That's why I just smoke CBD. Yeah. But that's why I just stick with CBD and stuff because it works for me, right? I don't really got a lot of choice, Yeah, and it looks like we got Rosebud from the Midas Touch Network in our chat here. I don't think I pronounced it right, but I definitely know the channel and who you are. Very cool. That's awesome.
He must be lost. He's looking for directions.
Yeah, no. I do have some painkillers in because of my tooth, and then having a beer with them, I've got to concentrate just to be coherent here.
Nothing new. It's all right. Yeah, no one will notice.
I am my own worst enemy.
It's a typical Sunday night pub chat.
Yeah, where you never know what's coming, or
and now for something completely different.
What's coming? It's always time for Monty Python.
Come on, we've got something different to talk about. We talk about doggies. We sang some songs. We've updated everybody on the Felix Fund. What else we got? I'm digging through my incredibly tiny brain.
While we have a second, we'll thank our sponsor, Analese. Sometimes it's the doctor appointment. Other times it's a little more personal. Either way, Analese has you covered. Analese, for all those things in life that are just a little bit smoother with Analese.
Yes, especially if you have to take those leeches up the bum, French style.
Woo! Yeah, keeps a little shudder from coming out. Don't let them see you giggle. Use Analese. That's the funniest little. That's the smallest little tube that gets the biggest amount of laughs. It's hilarious.
Now, okay, all right, okay, I'm gonna do it. I was watching this comedian the other night, and he was absolutely hilarious. He was a gay bloke, not like your typical gay. You couldn't tell he was gay, but he was obviously a gay bloke. And he was talking about all these different like categories of gay that of the typical things like bear and what was the else? I can't really remember all these, but he was saying there's this other side of gay categorization. I almost died laughing. He says basically like a thing like a paper gay. A paper gay is someone who's had a relationship with a woman and turns gay. Then you have, it keeps going up, and you have sort of things like, wait, I haven't finished yet. You have like a silver gay, who's someone who might have kissed a girl once, but is now, is now gay in gay relationships. Then you get the gold gay, who has never had a relationship with a woman.
So it's like the Olympics.
Yeah, I know. So they've never had a relationship with a woman and is pure gay. It's like he says, it's like the Aryan gay. And he says, on top of that, this is what killed me. He says, on top of that, there's what's known as a platinum gay, which is someone who's never had a relationship with a woman, always had gay relationships, and in as much as it was born by cesarean section. So he hasn't even passed.
I've not even touched the pussy, baby.
Oh, I don't laugh.
Are you kidding me? That's interesting.
No, he said that was the thing. He was telling all these stories, and it's all true. Apparently,
I was knocking on the other door to make sure I was pure, honey.
I had no idea.
Wow. Okay. Hey, I don't mean to be a jerk or anything. It's just funny. That's cool.
Well, I mean, the thing is, he was gay, so he's allowed to do it. And he was doing it in an audience in Glasgow, so
That's really funny.
Well done.
That's really funny. Is it true, or is he just making it up for really good laughs?
It's true.
It is, eh? It is, eh? Interesting.
Well, from what I could tell, everything else he was telling us about, all these different classifications.
So is it appropriate to say to somebody, "Oh, well, how did you end up doing in the Gay Olympics?" Or that get me in shit, right? I say, well, gold, silver, platinum, and thanks for coming out. What, the flower one, whatever it was,
Well, yeah, you are.
Paper. That's it. Why paper?
I don't know.
It sounds like they're stealing from anniversaries, right?
Yeah, I think so. It seems very similar to that, but
yeah.
Yeah, believe me, I don't know the full details. I'm not in the right circles.
Because wouldn't it be weird to say to somebody in the bar? Imagine if you said to somebody in the bar, dude, "Wow, you could sum up my sex life with a piece of origami." What?
No, you probably wear medals or something, don't you? It's like a military ribbons.
Flavor Flav with the clock, man.
Hey, this guy's got a purple star. I bet he has.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I got to remember this for conversation when I can use it appropriately and not be a jerk. But
no, I don't think. I don't think there's ever a time you can start.
No, I wouldn't be first, obviously. But if it came up, then I could keep up, right?
Yeah, if it comes up, you've walked into a gay bar in Canada by accident.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Walk into the pub, you see only dudes, you just start a conversation. So what medal did you get? Wouldn't that promote like a class society though? Like, isn't that the kind of thing we're trying to get away from?
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Okay, I gotta stop. Let's.
Yeah, and now for something completely different.
Yeah, damn! I never have that button ready when I fucking need it. Do I?
Before we get down into an area that we can't dig ourselves out from.
Yeah. Here's something that changes the conversation completely.
I got a platinum one. I got a cock that was born by cesarean section.
I'm such a kid. Sometimes it's amazing when I think that I'm actually, responsible for not only raising somebody but education as well.
Yeah.
The fart.
Oh my god! It's a good job. The people who are working with Felix don't see this stream.
Oh no, but some of them have because yeah. Oh yeah, I freely tell them. It's funny as hell too because some of them will say like it's you got a really different thing going on like personality wise and stuff. It's like, well, I've said it before, but you can't walk into the grocery store and say, "Hey, fellow babies, how y'all doing?" It doesn't really work, like. It's a different thing, But yeah, they know it's just adult time, right? They don't give a shit.
Well, they might say that.
Oh no.
They're building a file on you first before they can bring a case.
Yeah. No. I know things about people. I know. I'm good. Oh yeah,
You didn't know about platinum gays.
That's true. That's true. Hey, we have a gift to shout out because NA has gifted 5 Shills memberships out. Thanks, buddy. All right. I guess I'll not book an airline to go over and visit you about that other one earlier now then.
Yeah. I was going to say, as you were hitting that button, all these new members get free tickets on the next Boeing flight out.
Yeah, exactly.
Hold on to the door.
Yeah, somehow we got a great deal on flights with Boeing planes.
Just giving them away.
Oh, yeah. Something to do with bring your own parachute, but I mean, still,
Yeah. I think, you could just come on as an emergency tire, basically. Or if the wheel falls off you, they just drop you out your seat. The seat just lowers out the plane. Start running.
Oh, that article you covered recently on the 42 show where the thing fell through the dude's house from the plane? I was expecting it to be a Dreamliner cockpit, right?
With a pilot and a co-pilot just sitting there going,
yeah. We're alive?
Not till Mum sees the state of this house,
Oh, here, I think I got the names. So, Gervais Betty, Bungle, Alan WK, First Last, and David J got the memberships from NANA. So, David J, you're last on the list. You know the policy around here. Last membership in the stream gets the bar tab. Send in your address. You can check the email in the thing.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't mind if I do.
Yeah, I'll be having another. Hell, I'll probably have the bar order pizza for Felix and everything for supper, and just put it on the tab.
Yeah, go get some snacks and nibbles and peanuts and things as well. Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? It's not the bar tab anymore. It's a DoorDash tab because then we can have pizza and alcohol picked up. So that's what we're going to do. It's now about delivery. But we're still going to need your address to send the bill.
Yeah, I wouldn't know about that because my butler has to go and pick it up, even if it's taken away anyway.
The benedictions of owning an Aston Martin, right?
Yeah. I never know which pizza place I'll get my deliveries from because the butler has to put it onto a silver platter for me and cut it up into new little triangles and shapes.
Yeah, it has to match the cutlery, so it's very hard to find pepperoni that works with good silverware.
Would Sir like me to cut one's crusts off?
That's been said many times in Batman's kitchen, I bet.
It's okay, Jenkins. Give the crust to the star.
Yeah.
See, I'm a kind employer. Yeah. So we got another super chat.
Oh, we do. Call it out, dude.
Yeah. So 56 Nick Rich sends in $3 Canadian.
I'm putting it underneath your voice. Keep talking, damn it.
It's going puff for some rolling papers.
Oh yeah, cool. I like that. Here,
don't worry about it. Don't worry about it because every time Dick just runs out of rolling papers, I send him a PDF that he prints out his own.
Yeah. Oh, this is what the rolling papers are for. Here, focus, you stupid thing. There we go.
Yeah. We have the same policy during the pandemic when you couldn't get toilet paper, so I just sent PDFs around for everybody.
Yeah, I had to print it on newsprint, but still, you could read it.
It was always hard to get the perforations.
Yeah. Yeah. It's one of those things. You can print it yourself, but do you want to?
Print it on clean paper, so just make sure you don't use dirty paper.
We got some
because my PDF had the brown stripes on it as well. So.
Before or after? Jesus.
Yeah, it came pre-printed with the markings and little targets. Across this shit here.
We got to give shout out there to Rosebud in the chat. She sent over some of the Touchy Feely crew from their channel. So big shout out. Thank you very much. That's awesome.
We're sorry.
Yeah. We're sorry.
Yeah.
We forgot to class up when y'all showed up. Yeah, Albert Einstein behind me in the box had something to say about it, but I couldn't quite hear him through the prep packaging. So
that was one of the things that when Starsky, I wanted to bring up so many crass and stupid stuff on the show on Saturday, but it would just break everyone's hearts if I did. But Starsky was talking about how he was on to interviewing on their show, but he had a cold or something and had a flu and he couldn't do it. I said, I was thinking, I could always step in for you, Starsky. I could be, you never get me on as a guest on one of these shows. So I could come on while you lot are talking about Ukraine. I can discuss for 30 minutes why we don't see white dog poo anymore.
Yeah, remember that guy?
This is the questions that people want to know.
Well, so we got some of Rosebud's crew here. So let me ask you guys. Why don't you see white dog shit anymore? You remember that back in the day when dogs used to poop white? They don't do that anymore, it seems. What's the deal with that?
I think they do. I think there's a government agency that goes around and paints them.
Like the people for Ceausescu that used to paint their leaves green,
See, this is what you got to do when you see a dog poo on the pavement. You just got to scratch it with your fingers to see if you get through to white.
We're putting out a bounty. We'll hook you up with a free T-shirt in our merch store if you can take a picture of white dog poop and send it in.
Even better if you can send a sample.
No. I'll take a picture as long as it's not AI or altered. I want to see it real,
Oh, yeah, the Discord is going to be full of AI images of that.
I know. I realized that after I said it. I was like, oh, this is just a wormhole, whatever, right? I'm done for.
Or maybe the AI won't be able to do it because they can't find any reference of white dog poo.
Or somebody will get smart and start feeding their dog white food just to make it happen.
Well, Dixie's coming out a lovely, glorious orange at this point. You can see it in the dark.
Yeah. Lauren in the chat says we did look it up, and we did, and it has to do with foods and stuff. And I do believe there must have been a food on the market back in the day that just produced white poop. Right? It's weird. Very strange.
Yes. And why didn't they feed it to humans? Why didn't humans have white poop?
I don't know. I don't think I want to see white poop on the turnaround for the button, right? I'm not really, that would just make me pause and go, what the hell's going on here?
What do you mean turn around? What do you mean turn around? Don't you look down between your legs? Don't you just lift your bollocks and your cock up and look down into the bowl?
Okay, this has gotten.
Get up and look around.
There's a boundary, dude, and you jumped over it.
I thought that's what these boundaries were for on this show.
No. Imagine you're sitting in somebody's disgusting car and you're thinking boundary layer. That was,
I thought it was so like a new Olympic event, some kind of leaping over the boundaries of decency. And,
yeah. Leaping like Mario.
Well, I should point out before we started talking about dog poo, we did have a super chat.
Oh, we did. Oh, yes.
We may not have got one after the conversation. What
Paul Gilbert threw €5 into the hat there, and it's the little. It kind of looks like Tweety Bird with like a human body doing a little huggy dancy thing. It does. Look, you can see him on the screen there. Over here, down. There you go.
Yeah, I can see it. All I can see is a little yellow dot jumping around. But
yeah, it's like Dr. Frankenstein took Tweety Bird's head and put it on a dude in a raincoat.
All right.
Poor Tweety Bird. Yeah.
That's the white dog poo out of the way.
Okay.
Move on to the next part of the agenda, which is
it should be buffering. You know, a lot of people have issues with YouTube buffering, but is it truly YouTube buffering, or is it just you getting friendly with yourself because of the content? This is the actual question. If you don't know what I'm talking about, yeah, you see the little dude above me there? Buffering is a euphemism for causing oneself to have pleasure around here.
Yeah. What do you mean? What, attempting to have pleasure or succeeding?
Oh yeah. I don't know if you have to hit the end result to have it called buffering.
See, I've spent hours reading an incredibly good book to my penis, and he just doesn't seem to be very happy about it. I've even shown him one with pictures, and you know,
I've tried to tell you many times that Dr. Seuss just isn't a sexy story. So
it is when I read it.
Give me 1 second. I'll be real quick.
Oh no! Oh, he's left me at it again. Yeah, Dr. Seuss. Yep, I had nothing.
What?
I had nothing.
They don't call him the best color man in the business for nothing, folks.
I couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't even cover myself. I couldn't even follow my own conversation. It's like, where do I go with that? I have no idea.
Yeah, that's funny.
Sometimes the boundaries just create themselves.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Dead end.
Yeah, you never know what's coming, but as long as you react inappropriately, you're fine. That's probably a lesson that somebody needs to learn in life, right? It's always somebody else's fault if you get mad enough to convince people. That's not good advice, is it?
Oh, no one ever said you get good advice here. You'll get advice. It's not necessarily good advice.
That's true. We're not like Consumer Reports. No, it's more like a bar that never bothers vacuuming up the peanut shells.
Yeah, we throw ideas out and see what shit sticks. And, and if it does stick, we put it on a t-shirt.
Yeah. Have you ever seen an Italian woman throw spaghetti at the wall to see if it's cooked? That's kind of how we treat our shows, right?
I just have a new t-shirt for the Shills merch store. This is a t-shirt. It's got a big brown dollop on it. And we threw shit at this to see if it stuck. The Shills 2024.
Oh, that's funny.
Turns out it does.
I think we should steal the old Chevy slogan for our show. The Shills, like a rock. You know, ... through your window.
More like a gallstone than a rock.
Yeah. Like a Molotov cocktail in the face of sanity. That's what we need, a slogan. Hey? Yeah, what do you guys think in the chat there? What do you think is a good slogan for this show? The Shills. Well, fuck, we tried.
Yeah. The Shills could be better.
Yeah, yeah. You try doing it with 7 beers in you. Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, you try starting a show with absolutely no idea what you're going to say and just try to entertain people for 90 minutes.
Yeah, or the Shills. Well, your daughter likes us.
I'm sure she doesn't.
Depends how many of her own teeth she still has.
Oh.
Okay, so we got the Shills, better than the other horse. The Shills, we try. Yeah. Fuck, we tried. Or the Shills, we'll cross all the lines. Yeah, so, you know, everybody gets it, right? The Shills, I told you to hold my beer, not drink it.
Or it should be the Shills. And now for something completely different.
Yeah.
And now for something completely different.
I had the thing open and waiting. I was finally, you know, learning. Yeah.
There's only one problem with that button is it never actually gives us something else different to talk about. We just come back and no, we've got to think of something different to talk about now.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. We could talk about Muppets. Yay! But everybody would expect us to go to Bert and Ernie, and we're not going to do that.
I could bring up a serious subject, but no one wants that.
Well, it depends. Is it serious, but we can still make fun of it, or is it just serious?
I don't know. Well, we tend to make fun of anything, really, but you know.
Usually. Unless they're here in the chat.
I was just thinking, you know, the other day about you know, world wars, because you know, just like to keep things cheery, and you know, you had the First World War, which was originally called, you know, they called it the Great War, but it was like Star Wars, you know, when they had the Second World War out, they had to go back and give the prequel a name, so like, you know, had. You know, Star Wars came out, and obviously it was just called Star Wars, and then Empire Strikes Back. So then they had to come. The Phantom Menace came out, which was Episode 1.
Yeah.
So they had to give Star Wars a title.
Episode 4. Yeah.
Episode 4. So do you think that's what they did with World War II? With World War II? Oh, you know, we got the prequel. We've got to mention the prequel. So we'll give that. So why did they call it World War? Why did they just call it Episode 1 and Episode 2?
Yeah, but we don't want Putler to make this episode 3. I see what you're doing, but in turning it into episodes instead of WWs, now you're guaranteeing a trilogy, right?
Well, this is the thing. This is what I was thinking. They should have called The Great War, World War One, Episode 4.
Yeah, because by the time we invent time travel, somebody's going to go back and do the prequels, right?
Well, no, because
it'll probably be Lucas himself. You know?
No, because if you think about it, because no, they've got themselves into a corner there. Because if you think about it, the Napoleonic Wars was a world war.
Okay, yeah, but
it was across most of the planet. You know, even got into Africa and in the Americas and stuff like that. So that would have given us the opportunity to give that an episode number.
Yeah,
or World War whatever, because we can't call it World War.
You know, there's something strange. There's something strange about the human thing, as far as we know, with our knowledge of history and the dawn of modern humanity with agriculture and whatnot. If you go back to like what's it called, Çatalhöyük? It's a really, really ancient old place they found, and there's no signs of military or struggle or anything. Everybody seemed to live in peace. You know, lovely little village in ancient history. But as more and more of these little civilizations popped up here and there, and agriculture kicks in and whatnot, there becomes the age of power where you get these power hungry people that start, doing the Genghis Khan thing and the, Alexander the Great thing and so on. And we went through a huge age of that over time. And, if it wasn't for the Russian mentality, I would say humanity has actually passed that age, but we haven't because of these sons of bitches, right? There's a few little dictators out there here and there that still think we're living in that age. But if they ever actually flared up, any one of NATO members could just go and stomp their punk asses, right? Russia's the only one that can actually, do something with the idea still,
Well, that was the other thing as well. I was thinking about, these the world wars, is that people like allied alongside other countries to like help them out and stuff like that. And even in World War II, the Britain went in and tried to help France. They didn't do very well because they got their asses kicked at Dunkirk.
Yeah.
But we went back to finish the job. Thanks for a little bit of help from the Americans, just a teeny bit. And but also, we now have this situation in Europe right now, and I almost feel like it's like NATO is holding us all back. The whole reason was NATO was to try to protect all these countries. But I was thinking the other day, well, if NATO didn't exist, there'd probably be all kinds of countries stomping into Ukraine to give Russia a good kick at the arse.
What's his name in France? What's his name? Marcon, is it?
Napoleon.
No, but I mean right now. Now.
Okay.
Yeah. If it wasn't for NATO holding him, he'd be in there right now. Done. No problem.
Like it.
Yeah. I like the cut of his jib because he's getting upset now and he's like, why the fuck are we still sitting around, you idiots? I like him.
I've not seen any pictures of his jib, so I'll leave that up to you.
Yeah, but I like the attitude, and I like the attitude of the French in general. They get really pissed off when somebody screws with them. I like that,
Yeah. Yeah, it's sort of like you wonder, sort of like, they would just go, oh, right, fuck NATO, we're leaving anyway, we'll just leave. And then just go boots on the ground, just go stomping in.
Yeah. Yeah, and Marcel Jones in the chat there, Poland would love to get some. You're damn right. You're damn right. There's a few. For sure. Absolutely. I don't want to get too into that as a topic, but
I did say it was a serious subject.
Yeah. But it's good chatter, right? It is for sure. It's only an hour and 4 minutes in. We got a while here still. That's good.
All right, back to the front, back to the silly stuff.
Back to the front. Yeah. You will do what I say. There's Metallica. Love that song. It's very applicable right now as well. Greg in the chat. Hey, really? Brother Greg in the chat. Hey, he is. Yeah, Greg, my ability with the English language, it kind of just, gets in the way of my ability to communicate. So thanks for the clarification, brother.
Is it's the preach around.
Yeah. Greg Terry is proved to be an invaluable member of our Saturday Ukraine show. So everybody give him some love. And he
seems to be an invaluable member of bloody Ukraine.
Well, I was just going to say his fundraising efforts make it's literally like, he's got the help. Like when Moses came down from the mountain, he had a tablet in each arm, but strapped to his back was a bag of cash for Greg Terry.
Yeah. The amount we fundraise for Ukraine is equivalent to him having a little hole in his bag and a few coins falling out.
Yeah. We supply the toilet paper, right?
Well, we send him a PDF.
Yeah. The ink's on you. Hey, Greg, we're using the regular link. If you're free right now, jump into the show, buddy.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that'd be cool, right? I understand if you're not free, but if you are, pop in, dude.
Oh, I dare you.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Greg's really good. He can tell when it's starting to bubble and he has to put cotton in his ears. He's really good at that now. But actually, having Greg around has also helped me clean it up a bit. It's not bad.
Oh, we can't have that. Oh, not on this show.
Yeah.
For goodness sake.
Yeah, I haven't said fuckity fuck on the Saturday show for like weeks now, man. It's good.
If we have to clean stuff up, you just see me sitting here drinking wine, and
You'll have to put your Apple Vision Pro back on.
No. It would be it's like a little bit more like this. Oh, hang on, is Greg Terry here? I better not say anything. I'll just,
Yeah. Yeah, I even learned how to say the word holy properly. It was funny on Saturday when I called somebody's name out wrong. I said Holly Oblation, and he's like, he can't even say holy. And what did you say? Well, normally when he says it, there's a lot of expletives afterwards.
Greg says, I'm on Rick's. May pop in. How long you going for? What are you doing on
Another
someone
hour?
else's stream? Yeah, but what are you doing on someone else's stream and I'm chatting in this one?
Exactly. Yeah. Okay, so
he's just making sure you're being a good boy.
Yeah, we're demoting Greg 5 freedom points for that. He's American, so it's freedom points, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he's just watching you on high to make sure he's checking his list to see if you've been naughty or nice. Oh
yeah.
No, that's the other guy. Hang on.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
Yes, I could just see you the gates of heaven, and they'll just be checking everybody's list off, as they're coming through the doors, and they'll be there going, well, oh wait, yes, Dick Dawson, yeah. Unfortunately for you, I was sub to your channel.
Yeah.
I gave you lots of likes, but in this case.
No, you know what it's going to be? It's going to be, oh, Dick Dawson, right. Yeah. We had you in the other book, but then, hooking up with Greg Terry and stuff, we did end up finding you a room. Yeah. Some things just tickle your fancy, There was a comment from Marshall Jones earlier there. The warm milk gets me to sleep, and the Viagra keeps me from rolling out of bed. That was really funny. I saved that one for when we got religious, just to keep the balance, right? So, what's the next holiday coming up in the calendars? What do you got coming up? Do you know?
Oh yeah, it's doom and destruction. It's tomorrow.
What the hell are you talking about?
The eclipse.
That
was going to end.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, we were gonna try to do a thing about it, but I had to end up not even bothering to get a hold of people to set it up because I've got a big parenting day that day, so it's not going to happen. Yeah.
You're not going to see much. I think you get a partial little slither of an eclipse, don't you?
I'm not even sure, to be honest, but I'm going to make sure that it's an indoor playing video games day, because trying to explain it all just in case there's any risk, I would rather just avoid it for now.
Just watch the reruns.
Yeah. It's like Gilligan's Island. You can always get a giggle later.
How do you know they're going to be showing you this eclipse when you're watching the reruns? How do you not know they're just going to put a tape on like one from 1976?
Oh, speaking of which, what happens if you have a Samsung phone? Is it like the moon, where if you try to film the eclipse, they'll just show you one from last year or something?
Yeah, or just the moon.
Yeah. The thing fucks up.
Perfectly exposed image of the moon.
Yeah, that'd be funny. Yeah, we will. We probably, like CF Beauty on the Shills account in the live chat says, we probably will get some footage from a few people. So we'll do a little thing after the fact for sure. You know. KK says laundry day is so much fun. I'm living it today. I know what you mean. You know, luckily I'm in North America where our laundry machines are bigger than those in other places.
So's your pants.
I'm actually pretty slim still for a guy in his 50s. Never mind.
You told me you were getting a bit pudgy.
A little bit, but still, it's not that bad. You know, I don't look like a human bowling pin with legs or anything yet. You know.
No, you can't say things like that anymore, Dick.
Yeah.
You'll get the Scottish hate crime bill coming down.
Oh, that's right. You know what? We might have to tag ourselves as not viewable in Scotland because of that hate thing. Can you imagine? I go for like a European car tour in my retirement years, and I go over to the UK, head into Scotland, and they arrest me for things said on YouTube. I'm not, you know.
Yeah. Well, no, people get arrested for just repeating some of the same things you said on YouTube.
Yeah. But you could show up in a kilt and say, but Your Honor, he actually didn't mean, and then they would get you too, right?
Yeah.
We'd have to unleash Buckchuck on them and run. It would become like one of those road crime movies, you know?
Well, like Thelma and Louise.
Yeah, except two old gray-haired dudes just cruising through the back roads of Scotland, evading the police with whistles.
I'm not doing the whole driving off the cliff thing. That seems dangerous.
Yeah.
Somebody could get hurt.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure the whole, the launch, and at first it's really cool, but then there's that whole part where you have to end the situation. I don't know,
It'll be like that bit in Blues Brothers with the Nazis in the car.
Yeah.
It goes on for hours and hours and hours.
Yeah. But if you tell me you always love me, I'll kill you before we land.
Oh, that was so funny.
It's one of my son's favorite movies. It's hilarious.
I'm not surprised. Great. It's such a great film.
Yeah, he's got a real thing for Belushi. He loves him, and Dan Aykroyd, which is great. It makes my life easier. He's got great taste in music too. Like, he loves old musicals. He like Van Morrison and ZZ Top and stuff. And works out great. It's not annoying.
Yeah, that's when it comes out. Oh, CF Beauty, you dirty little bitch. You've given five Shills memberships. You did it when we weren't looking.
She got slap happy on it.
She snuck it in.
That's funny. Hey, Greg Terry got a membership. Awesome.
Yay.
Cool.
Yeah. So now you can put little buckchucks in his chat.
Embrace your inner raccoon. But yeah, and then what we should do is get a hold of Greg and say, well, hey, if you're going to join us when you're done on Rick's, if Rick is done, he should join as well. Doesn't that make sense, fellow babies? I think so.
Oh dear. I don't know what they're up to.
Neither do I. No,
that's what they'll be saying when they come here. They go, what?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But who cares?
What do you mean? What do you mean you aren't talking about Ukraine? What are you doing talking about other stuff for? What are you talking about white dog poo for?
When would you see it last? Right? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, it's a conspiracy, I think. You know, it's like ancient aliens, ancient dog poo, the white variety, the whites, you know.
The grays.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe it was actually a thing with where the aliens were using the white dog poop to monitor us.
Maybe it was the aliens who were doing it.
Could be. It's probably E.T. You know, he was amazed at. Well, he was a.
I was just going to say, you seen him walk. He was always walking along like one of those dogs where they're scraping their bum against the floor.
Just going to say, he always looked like he had a poop in his pants. You know, like he's got diaper on, right? You know,
piles, worms.
Yeah, yeah. You better use some cream before you sit down there, dude. But. No, but you know, it's probably was ET because they came back because they were really impressed with how well a Texas Instruments Speak and Spell could be turned into a telephone. You know? Makes a great communication device. Who knew? You know?
You imagine if they did like a modern update of ET, you'd probably just get like an Apple iPhone, just like there you go, just done. I'll just write an app.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All that ingenuity that went into that machine that you had the tree that blowed in the wind, so it was pulling on the string to make the ratchet keep turning. You know,
it's like here's my WhatsApp. Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry, I'll contact you then on Telegram.
Yeah.
I did actually sort of think about, so like a short story, or it would be a great short story of an alien contacting Earth, but via Facebook. And that's how they contact it. And so he's trying to talk to humans on Facebook, but can he get any fucking sense out of them? No, he can't. And of course, no one believes him. It's like if Jesus Christ came back today.
Why am I thinking about those people that claim to be time travelers right now?
I know. Well, they could be the real deal, and just no one will believe it. But if Jesus tried to contact people on Facebook, try the second couple. It'd probably still only get 12 followers.
Yeah. Jesus, no offense, but Jesus gets a hold of Greg Terry and he's like, "Thank you for your donation.
Give me a shout out, please."
And then Greg gives him a shout out. So, hey, Zeus from Mexico, give a.
Yeah.
Mama Terry's gonna give me hell for this. Okay. Yeah.
No, Greg will do it for you.
Yeah. She's coming on to say hi and stuff in the near future. Greg was talking about that, and I said, "Mommy, I'll be good. I promise." So.
No, she's only going to be there to make sure. She's going to be there with a big stick.
Yeah. No, but she watches willingly. Like, she doesn't even have to be forced. So that's good. Yeah, unlike others, right? You know.
Yeah, I was going to say, what's the excuse for the other people watching the show?
Well, at this point, I've got about 73 people hired to hold people at gunpoint to watch. So, costs a lot of money, but we're getting the viewers,
Yeah. I thought it must have been that trick you were using to hack Google, so people when they log on to YouTube and they're trying to watch YouTube, it only brings up our shows.
Yeah, I usually use that now just to get OnlyFans passwords.
Mm.
Yeah.
Wait, well, you got mine.
The only one I didn't want.
Thanks for being a manager on that, by the way. It's a lot of help.
Didn't you know CF's been running that for like 2 months now?
Oh, that's why it got good.
Yeah. You see that explosion in viewers? Yeah. Hashtag redhead usually works.
It's the only explosion that happens in my OnlyFans.
Yeah, well, the first one happened so quick, nobody gets to see it, right?
Use that camera that can shoot, 156 trillion frames a second.
Yeah, we need we need the one the slow-mo guys are jealous of. Hold on here. Quick draw, just take it for a sec. I'll be right back.
Oh, he's up again. Boy, that kid gets thirsty. He gets thirsty. Oh, got such a terrible thirst on. Oh, I think I'll have one of these. Oh, one of these like alcoholic beers I've been hearing so much about. These sound delicious. They must quench my thirst so well.
All right, we got a shout out for Jonesy with a super sticker in. And it's the little pear bird dude doing some dance, and it seems to have like, it's a thumbs up. So here, I can even do the animation. There we go. Yeah. Hey, thanks, Jonesy.
Hang on, I'll be right back. Dixie's got herself stuck behind the settee. Hang on a second.
Okay. What did he just say? It didn't make any sense to me. His dog is stuck behind something. So Shelly Winter seems to be here doing my laundry. That's a cool thing. Thank you very much. I was wondering. I don't remember starting the machine, but I can hear it running. Oh, stuck behind the couch, maybe. Yeah. How the hell does that happen? Well, it's actually his dog's about, the size of a small cat. So I guess that is true. Yeah. A settee in the UK. Oh, that's what he said. Okay. Yeah, not heard that one before. That's a new one for me. Sofa, couch, I think that's it. Well, I'm not sure.
Oh, sorry about that. I'm back.
No problem.
Yeah, she just like wandered off into into the corner of the room and then just like disappeared behind the settee or the sofa and like going over there trying to go. Oh, what are you doing, you silly dog? Looking down, I couldn't find her, and she'd gone all the way along the back of the sofa, out the other end, round again, and she had that little lost look at her face. Going, right, yeah, okay, she wants to go for a wee. So I take her outside, drop her out the front, bum goes straight down. She does a little tinkle right back in again.
That's funny. Yeah, she's like a rich kid in her daddy's supercar going through a tunnel, revving it up. She farts like a Ferrari 458.
Yeah. Very, very small one. She's half blind, she's half deaf, she's got dementia, and she's 14 years old. If she was any better, she'd be a guest on this bloody show instead of me.
I was just considering the fact that maybe we should do a trade.
Dixie, you're hired.
Yeah. We'll get you a smaller set of headphones, but come on. Right, but you got to wash up after having the pink slime, right? Yeah.
Is that what you're going to call it from now on? You hear that? You called the pink slime now.
Yeah. So, funny story. Well, kind of funny. My son and I were.
Let everybody else decide whether it's not as funny.
Yeah. Okay. So, my son and I are kind of into astronomy. We got a telescope, a reflector, a Newtonian 130 mil, and it's decent. So the tripod broke, and it's an equatorial mount, which means it follows the curve of the Earth. For those that are, wondering, it's not like a camera tripod where you just point at what you want. It's a little different. And then, but with the kids in the neighborhood and my son and stuff, I was kind of wishing I had gotten an azimuth mount, like a point and shoot mount, instead. So with the tripod broken, I was thinking on getting a whole new mount and tripod for it to fix it up. But, you know, it's about $180 Canadian or something on Amazon. Well, a few days back, I found at a thrift store local to us a 90 mil refractor Celestron telescope, exactly the same, you know, series as ours, but the long skinny tube instead of the short fat tube. And it has the azimuth mount where I can just point and shoot where I want. And it's the exact coupling for the telescope we have as well. So I grabbed that one. It was like $40 at the thrift store. And instead of just getting the tripod, I got everything. And then I got a local guy in town who is rebuilding the broken plastic part from my other tripod in metal for me, because instead of missing a piece, you know, because it's shattered, this little piece in the middle that holds the three things between the legs and the center that keep the legs from spreading too far. So now I got somebody rebuilding it for me, and he's making two so it can replace the one I have on this one because I know it's going to break. And for cheap money, not only did I replace the broken part, but I added a second telescope and a second mount that's easier for the kids to use. So it's great. Yeah, it worked out awesome. I was very happy with that find. Absolutely.
Yeah. It's going to be so much easier for them to watch all the naked ladies through the windows.
Yeah. And they're useful at night to watch the stars, too.
Oh, is that what you use them for? Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But, yeah. And I forgot the ending of it. So, there's a rule in astronomy. When you buy new gear, what happens? Cloudy skies. And since I bought this new telescope with the tripod and the mount and everything, it has been nothing but horrid weather, and we haven't had one chance to use them yet.
It's like my son when he got his massive telescope. The first day that turned up, you know, we set it all up and everything. Cloudy sky. So we were moon watching through the clouds. It was great.
Yeah. Right. You know? And NA in the chat there and a few. You guys will know. Yeah, refraction. Yeah, exactly. You guys will know what I'm talking about. So when we take the two telescopes out, while I'm doing the whole, you know, align to the North Star with the EQ mount and everything, everybody can use the refractor telescope, the long thin one, to just start going right away. And it's going to be really great when we get the kids out in the middle of the cul-de-sac and do this at night. It'll be really cool to have two now.
The thing is, astronomy for kids can be insanely boring because you just, the stars are so very, very far away. And I'm not being racist by saying they all look alike.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. But you look at one. Yeah, what's a star? Yeah. Ooh, look at that. Look at another star. Oh, what's?
But it's not about just showing them like, oh, here's like, you know, the Orion Nebula or something, right? You know, it's more about talking to them and slipping in a little education as you go so that they're actually learning, not just watching. That's when you catch their interest more and bring them into it, right?
Yeah, because it's really tough with like the really, really, really cool things like the nebulas and stuff like that. You need a really good telescope. You need a lot of patience and very, very, very dark skies.
Yeah. I live in a town of like 30,000 and we're up the Rockies and we're in a valley between two lakes. And at night, even in town, our skies are really good compared to most people in cities where you get nothing, right? You know, we don't even have to leave town to get good views. And I've got a pack of Meade eyepieces for the telescopes, and I've got some good clarity. I can bring them in pretty good. I mean, I don't have good scopes. It's a 130 reflector and a 90 refractor, right? They're not exactly badass or anything. They're pretty cheap, you know, maybe $300, $400 worth of gear or something. But it's amazing what we can get out of it in enjoyment, right? It's awesome. We even have the little motor for our equatorial mount. So I can, focus on something and let the motor take it through the one axis. And it always follows the item. So as the kids are goofing around and stuff, they can still run over and look. And it's a social event for them too. And it brings the kids of the neighborhood around with my son and stuff. And, that's always been the real focus, right? Is, those interactions.
Yeah, I've been meaning to get our bloody, bucket of, we got a 1200 millimeter one.
Yeah.
Sorry for the military people. A 1200 mic. So we need to get those. I've been meaning to get that up and running again for ages. Awesome. But then what I'm like. I'm just getting anything done around here.
Yeah. Oh, you've been doing so much with the roof and the living room and yada yada and blah blah. And it's not like your life, married life and everything isn't already busy with, your wife and medical issues and stuff, right? You got a lot in your fucking plate, man. And you work for yourself, holy shit, man.
Went up to the hospital to go and visit her today. It took an hour and a half to get there.
Yeah.
Nightmare.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I'm a lazy fuck.
Yeah. I'm a lazy sod. Sex Pistols.
It really doesn't help as far as things are concerned. It's like, and also being, depressed, or being a depressive. It's like, that's like, getting over that hurdle of getting things done. Because you just look around, you go, oh God, I've got so many things to do. You start, and they always say like, write a list. And once I started writing a list, that's it. My anxiety goes through the roof because I've just written this enormous list of things to do. Yeah. And it's like, I can't do the first thing on the list. I just can't do it.
As soon as I make that list, I need a second piece of paper, and then I just, go upstairs and hide under the blankies and turtle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally, man. Bombi in the chat says 2112. 2112 is the record that changed my life. I will always shout that out. Absolutely.
Good movie.
What?
I don't know. Was it a movie?
No, Rush album. Rush album. It's when I was bought that album as a kid and I put it on, I was instantly like, I'm going to be a musician. I need to be able to do that.
I think it's about once a year you send me a link to that.
Yeah. I'll get all hammered and I'll be like, you got to hear this. Yeah.
No, I don't. You didn't listen to the Thompson Twins album I sent to you. So suck you.
I rest my fucking case.
Oh. Yeah, you didn't listen to the best of Thomas Dolby. It was only a single.
If you put Hold Me Now up against the temples of Syrinx, I will kill you with my bare hands.
Hold me now. Whoa, warm my heart.
Thanks for joining us, fellow babies.
Actually, for a bit of a shitty 80s UK band, they did pretty well at keeping in the charts over here.
At least you acknowledge they're shitty. I'm fine with it.
Look, most of it was shitty back then. I'll agree.
But they're particularly shitty. They're like. They're even shitty bands like Tears for Fears sit around and go, fuck, they're shitty.
Again, Tears for Fears, another one. I do have an immense soft spot for them. I do love them. Their songs.
That's because you haven't taken Viagra in a month.
I don't take Viagra. I just rub it in. My penis is too small to actually take it.
Yeah. It keeps the fees on OnlyFans lower if you don't, right? Can I pay by the minute?
No, I'm old school. A few lollipop sticks and some elastic bands, that would do me.
spank myself up.
What were we talking about?
I don't know.
Yeah.
PJ CNET in the chat says we had some real crap that got in the charts. We did over here, and so did America and everything. There was that period where everything sucked.
It's like, you know, if you had that, what was it, the Roland TR-40 drum machine?
808.
Yeah, the 808. Yeah. No, I think it was a 404 to start with.
Yeah, it was. But the 808 is the one that kicked in.
Yeah.
Like even the Beastie Boys. Nothing sounds quite like an 808 money making, you know? Yeah.
But it's like as soon as you got one of those, that's it. We got a band.
Exactly. Yeah. No, you don't. No.
Yeah, a Yamaha DX7.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh my God, the DX7 was on so many songs that I hated.
Yeah. I know, and they all found it's pretty almost like you know, because on some of these synthesizers you have like a demo button. You hit the demo button, and it'll play through some tunes, and it will sound amazing. No way can you ever get close to what they're doing the demo. Yeah, but it's really funny because there's always like in amongst those sort of things that there's like a particular a sound which was just got a voice on the synthesizer, and once one person has used it, everybody goes, I love that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like that. It's like the Wilhelm scream.
Oh yeah. If you want to know the tone we're talking about, listen to the keyboards in the intro to the song from Whitesnake, Here I Go Again. You will know exactly the tone we're talking about. The other tone was that more saw wave, harsh tone, like the lead from the band Europe, The Final Countdown. Do-do-do-do. Yeah. That, oh my God, you couldn't escape that sound, you know?
Because it was the only good sound on the keyboard.
Yeah. The other ones were those lame bells and stuff and all that crap. Yeah.
I know. It's like the twang, 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 twang.
Yeah. I had
I also loved the audacity sometimes when they were like naming the voices of some of these keyboards. It'd be like harpsichord.
Yeah.
Plink, 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 plink.
I know. It sounded like somebody throwing one down the stairs, you know.
Or violin, and it's no.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like it's coming through a Spectrum trying to load a game. I had back in the day, I had an Alesis QS6 keyboard with an Atari 1040 ST FM or E. I can't remember which one.
ST.
Yeah, but it was the even the newer ST. It was the there was something more about it. And I had that plugged in with the SMPTE Tracks box. I was using Cubase as well, but SMPTE Tracks was better because it had a special box that would let me use time code to an external tape device. So I had a Tascam 8-track reel-to-reel plugged in with everything, and I could track tunes like a motherfucker at home. Oh, it was awesome.
Bastard.
Oh, yeah, I loved it. You know, it was so cool.
I had my Yamaha SY22 1040 ST running the free version of Steinberg 12. Yeah. And a limp cassette player to record onto. That's what I had.
Here's a little admission from me. You know, on the Saturday show, the Ukraine update show, there's a trailer that plays when you land on the page. I wrote and recorded that song, but I didn't exactly do it yesterday. I did that on Cubase for OS X Mac on a 12-inch iBook PowerBook G4 Pro, the 12-inch one, the 867 G4 PowerBook one. That's what that was recorded on way back when. And I had one of the little Zoom 9001 units that it's a tiny little effects box that had a battery and everything, and it was meant to clip onto your strap, and it had a little 4-button remote thingy that would stick to your guitar. It was the same effects unit that the dude from Rage Against the Machine used on their first record. It's a classic box. Impossible to find now because the battery in it leaked and killed them all, right?
Oh.
They're destroyed.
Genius.
It's too bad because it's got a classic tone. Oh, it's so good. But yeah, you know, it's an old recording that I just, you know, haven't lost.
Yeah, I recorded an album. I was ill for a week, so I just like, you know, stayed in my room, just like recorded this album. It was terrible. It was really bad. But I recorded it onto you know, like a tape, and I came across the tape years later. oh, there's my album. Put it in the cassette player.
Oh no.
All gone.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Kevin Woldridge in the chat was asking me, which classic rock guitar player influenced you the most? Oh, Eddie Van Halen. Instant. He's not exactly, well, I guess it's classic rock now. And if I have to go back further, it would be Richie Blackmore more than Jimmy Page. I think I like Led Zeppelin as a band more, but Richie Blackmore's influence on guitar was huge with me too. Love that guy. But Eddie Van Halen is definitely Lord God Almighty of guitar in my world. That's it. You know.
Yeah, he was quite good.
Yeah,
it wasn't bad.
You know, there's others that came along like Steve Vai and Joe Satriani that took it further, and I respect that totally. For the Love of God, one of Steve Vai's songs, and Blue Powder, another. Satriani with Always With Me, Always With You, and what's that one? Can't remember. But, you know, some amazing stuff for sure. Unbelievable. But go back to the first 4 or 5 Van Halen albums. There's just some unbelievable, like, the way he calms it down and brings the dynamic down and then builds it up for the chorus. And there's one guitar track through the whole song, no overdubs or anything. It's just, it's everything that rock and roll was meant to be.
Do you know who their favorite band was? Their favorite band was the Thompson Twins.
No, it was the Kinks, actually. Good try, though. Yeah. Thomas Dolby.
Wind power. Oh yeah, I remember seeing Thomas Dolby on some kids TV show years and years ago, and it's like the first time I saw him, and he was playing Wind Power. He's like, Wind Power. I thought it was like I thought it was the greatest thing I'd ever seen. And what really pissed me off, because he had a Commodore 64 next to his keyboard, and I only had a Sinclair Spectrum. It's like, how can I compete with this genius? Like he was using the Commodore 64. It was just a prop, but it wasn't even plugged in.
Yeah. That happens a lot. Yeah, Kronos in the chat there. I started with a VIC-20. Yeah, I worked a VIC-20 hard in my early days. My first was actually a TRS-80. It wasn't even a Model 1. It was just the TRS-80 because there was no other models. But I think we only had it for like 5 months. And then the company my father worked with decided not to partner up with Radio Shack and Tandy, and they went with Commodore. So the TRS-80 just disappeared after a while, and then we had a PET for a bit, and then we had a Commodore VIC-20, and then a 64. And I've told this tale before, but I was lucky when I was young. My dad was the dude who decided what would go in the stores as products, and they would send him shit just to kiss his ass, and it all landed on my lap. It was awesome, you know.
It's kind of funny though, because I was thinking about this a little while ago, and I was looking back at it. You know, I had the Z81 to start with, which was like 100 £100, £112 or £25 or something like that. It wasn't very expensive. I went up to the Sinclair Spectrum, which wasn't much more expensive. I think it was like 199 or something like that.
Yeah.
And you know, I would have really liked to have got into the Commodore, you know, the VIC-20 and the 64, but I was prejudiced against it because of the school ground kind of like arguments. You know, oh yeah, Commodore's better than Spectrum, blah blah blah. Spectrum's got more. You need to get these stupid arguments.
Oh yeah,
So I wouldn't go near one, you know,
right?
Because it's unholy.
Yeah.
But I would have loved to have played with that. But also, what really grabbed me is like, why the hell didn't I have all of them? Because they were so goddamn cheap.
I know
I know £100 for a kid back then. You know, that's just like, you know, that's Christmas and birthdays combined.
Yeah.
So I never you know, had that kind of money. But even so, just looking back at it, they were all cheap. The Auric, you know, the Electron.
Oh,
amazing.
Now you're talking about a few of the ones that really get my goat because they weren't over here. Like, I would have loved to have gotten my hands on Amstrad CPC 464 because there was some really good computer in that budget built machine. You know, what's his name there? Mr. Sugar is known for being just give me the money and fuck off, right?
Yeah,
but
he made cheap crap, yeah.
Yeah, but it was like, you know, the Mug's eyeful, right? You know, but that was a decent machine, and I didn't get a taste of it, you know.
He bought the Sinclair stuff over, didn't he?
Yeah. There was the Auric. I didn't get a taste of that. The BBC Micro. I would have loved, you know. I mean, that was a beast of a machine with all that card interface on the bottom for extra CPUs and stuff. That was brilliant.
That one was expensive.
Yeah. You know, but I lived in a family that could have afforded it. It's just it wasn't even really on the market for us, you know, right?
Well, one of the things that really pissed me off with, you know, not like crossing over to these other systems is because, you know, okay, I was locked into Sinclair Basic, which is really, really good. And the coding, a little bit of machine code involved in that as well. So a little bit, not a lot. I could not get my head around machine code.
No, I knew a little bit for the 6502, but only because the basic
snippets
and stuff was so limited, right? You had to learn a bit. Yeah.
Yeah. But but what really annoyed me is you had all these other systems, and they were using different languages or variations of languages.
Yeah.
Or like
even the basics weren't compatible, right? You know,
I think the Auric was using Fortran.
Yeah,
I think it was. I've never programmed in Fortran, never seen it, but I would have liked. I just wish I had. So I would have had that experience of coding in different computers, and you'd have learned so much.
Oh yeah,
from just doing that.
Yeah,
you know.
And back in the day with those computers, you were so much. As soon as you left BASIC behind, you were very much coding to the metal, the hardware of the computer, and you learned so much about how computers work. That knowledge has carried forward to me till now. I mean, even still, it's valuable knowledge because I understand the workings of a computer far better than your average person because I went through the holy trinity of the beginning and I've been there ever since, right? You know,
I do kind of wish that the operating systems we now got, like OS 10 and Windows and stuff like that, had within those systems just a nice, simple, basic programming language, you know, like we used to get with the 8-bit computers, that we could, you know, you could like do line 10, you know, hello world 20, go to 10, you know. Try doing that now on a modern computer. No, you got to set up contents and you know, the packages and the whole process of programming now is insane.
But there is still a somewhat modern BASIC that will run on machines and stuff. But it's to the point of insanity because anybody who's going to take the time to learn BASIC now will just learn other languages. Why would you bother, right? You can't recapture that golden age.
I've not seen anyone so like but what I'm saying is it should just be built into the OS as as a little toy tool, as it were, so you can go back to that kind of like really basic stuff.
Apple kind of does that with Xcode being just freely available, but it's not exactly basic, is it?
No, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Even just setting up a project to do coding is just insanely bonkers.
Oh, I don't even get it now. It's too much. But I still understand what the computer's doing. It's just that I don't want to put the time and effort into it. But if they, like you're saying, if there was a simple common language, and people have tried this with like game engines that are supposed to be easy to make, like an adventure game and stuff, but that's too limited. It has to be general and overarching so that it can be brought to the masses proper, right? I wonder if there's an angle there for AI to help in that,
I don't know.
Right? I want to do a thing that does this and that. And maybe if you have an original idea, it's actually worth, an AI prototype. So, one day you could pitch it to somebody that has the cash to back it, right? Maybe that's an actual good use for the goddamn technology,
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have used it to try and do coding and stuff to help me, but obviously, getting things right is always a, bit of a bitch.
Well, one of the retro guys tried to use Chat GPT to write a Commodore 64 program, and it couldn't get that right. So, don't worry about C# here, people. It's not going to happen yet.
I'm desperately trying to remember the name of there was a programming language. We've mentioned it before, and it was. I can't even remember the university that developed it, and it's like it's a very, very basic language, but it's one of those ones with the Lego block kind of like building system where everything slots together. I'm trying to remember the hell what it was called.
Duncan says COBOL.
No.
COBOL is similar to the idea, but I know what you're talking about. You're talking about a visual, right?
Yes.
Yeah. What the hell was that?
I'm trying to remember which university it was.
My intake of alcohol is not helping my recall of memory in this situation.
It's not really helping my Googling either.
You get to that point where you've had a few and your hands shift one set of keys to the right and everything you type is fucking gibberish, and you go, look at it. What the hell? So yeah, you get thrown under the bus. I'll be right back. Hold on. But this is a Riley break, so it's a long bus. Like you're going to get run over by about, 9 axles here. So hold on.
Right. Okay, right. I remember what it was. It was called Scratch, and I knew it had something to do with a cat somewhere. Yeah, so it's called Scratch, and basically it's a programming language where you have these blocks of code to put together and they all slot together in like a Lego format, and so you can't program wrong. I mean, obviously you can make mistakes and you have to debug, but you can't make it do things. Let me put that right. You can't. No, I'm still not finding the right words. No, you just can't program it wrong because you have to just put and each little block has like parameters you can change, and variables and stuff. It was an incredibly clever system. The only problem was with the Scratch was I think it was like a 720 by 520 screen resolution, so it was always going to be a window inside. It's not like you could hit full screen and just fill your screen up. But it was really good. I actually took one of my old games that I wrote years and years and years ago back in the 80s and rewrote it on using Scratch, and it worked. And it's out there. The other thing was it was you could share the programs as well. It was brilliant system, and I'd like to see more of that again. was a lot of fun to use as well. Don't know why I stopped using it. Just obviously had better things to do, I suppose, with my time sort of farting about. Because that's the other thing as well. When I was a kid, programming my Sinclair, Spectrum, I was just there. I was just always there, just programming and writing programs. And once I finished one, it's like, oh, that's great. Then move on to the next one, make it more complicated and getting into more complicated programming. And you just get. I just used to love doing the programming side of it. But that was my entire days and nights coming home from school, just like straight in front of the computer. Yeah, how things would change. Now all I do is spend all my time in front of the computer, not programming, but still in front of the computer. Oh dear, yeah, I miss that. I wish I had more time to fart about with these sort of things. Yeah, PJ says he wrote a breakout game for the Z81 when he was 11.
Cool.
Yeah, demonstrated maths. I bet you were the same as me, PJ, because when I was at school, I wrote a program called Star Chess, and it was a take on chess, which I completely stole off a console game my brother had bought, and I just wrote it for the Spectrum. And my brother, he called me up. He was obviously talking to his dad and told me that Yorkshire Television, where he was living, were doing a competition, program writing competition. So he got me the address and everything. So I sent my game into them, and it won. And they say,
so you got a gold medal. You've never had sex with a woman and went right to the gay community? Is that how that works?
No, I went straight to platinum, mate. What was really funny is they accepted I won. It was the best game, or it might have been the second one, and it was just like, well, how you don't live anywhere near Yorkshire Television? How did you know about it? I said, oh, brother told me. so they got a ringer. I was a ringer. I sent in from the outside, so I won like £150 worth of vouchers to spend on software and stuff, and I had a great time spending the money on that. But what was really funny is my school caught wind of it, and they ran a. They got the local newspapers involved. They had me like in school with my doing the whole photograph thing where I've got the the game on this computer screen, and I'm typing it out, as it were, completely fake photo, and it got into the newspapers, Duncan Kinnaird, blah blah blah, Arthur Mellows Village College. Oh, I'm doxing myself, doesn't matter. So it was like, wait a minute. The school had nothing to fucking do with this. The school was like, taking all the kind of like, the praise of, oh yes, this our one of our golden students, our platinum students, has written this program and won the competition. I was like, no, you had fuck all to do with this. I wrote this. I did this on my own back. I used to go. I used to go into the computer room, and I was practically the only few fuckers there knew how to switch the bloody things on. Even the teachers didn't know. It's hilarious. But yeah, they took the credit for it. And if you go to I think it's the spectrum.org archives website. Yeah, you search for me. You'll find that photograph of me in their archives of me back as a kid.
We got to bring that up. We gotta.
I tell you what. This month's prize in Discord is the person to find the picture of me.
Yeah. It's the clue. If you have the right picture because the ears hadn't grown out at that point.
Hey, I was very young and good looking.
It's not what Kelly told me.
It's so funny. I sold some of my software to like one of these new software services, which would like you could download it through a teletext service. Do you know what I mean by a teletext service?
Yeah.
So you could, and I've got the my one and only check from them. I've still got it. My kids came across it the other day. It was like 39 pence.
That's funny.
It's like, who the hell was using this service? Somebody was.
Oh, that's funny.
Hey, we got a super chatty.
Yeah. Royal Castriata in with a big one for $20 there. Good evening, heathens. Missed y'all. Hey, that's a good one. Thanks, Royal.
Well, we missed you too. We haven't been anywhere. We've been here all along.
The fuck you been doing?
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to bring you up on this one because we are still streaming the same stream. The last one you were on. This is still the same stream.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
That's what happens when your hosts are actually AI. We can go forever. I'm in the Bahamas right now. You know, I'm doing the whole thing like Iron Man. I can just, appear where I want to be. That's amazing. All you need is the right pair of shades.
Oh, wow. Sorry, I'm just reading this in the chat. PJ Cena, it says, I got chats into Zap magazine.
Cool.
I got 2 games marketed for a crappy school computer at 20% royalties. And I got around about £1,000 for over a couple of years. That's still pretty darn good.
Especially back then, £1,000. Like, that's actual cash, right?
Yeah. Wow.
You could buy a Morris Marina for about 300 quid, right?
Well done.
That's really cool. Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah, I sold one of them. I was terrible at just like doing fucking copies. I did a Empire Strikes Back on Hoth game, and that got into Your Computer magazine in like 1983 or something like that. And on a 2-page spread, they got pictures of Darth Vader and all over it. And it was a really, really crappy typing code game. And there are versions of it again on the archives. And it was one of those where you type in when you're writing out the code, and obviously you got written by blah blah blah, and it had my name on it. So the one that was on the Spectrum archive was somebody who typed it in, and obviously they just replaced my name with their name.
Yeah, son of a bitch, right?
So I sent them in the correction, and
motherfucker,
But it was an absolute pile of shit. It really was.
But that's funny because there's the old saying from Picasso himself, good artists create, great artists steal. Well, you're a rip-off artist in code and you've won awards and stuff in your career. So, Dunk, he's an award-winning thief.
I stole the award. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Never said I earned the motherfucker. I just said I had one.
eBay's great these days. You can get anything.
That's funny. No, I remember for me, like music-wise, I remember the first time I heard my playing on the radio.
Yeah.
That was a fucking day. Oh yeah, man. That was awesome.
Yeah. Only problem was John Lennon said he did it.
Yeah, well, some of the studio work I did, it's hilarious because I basically never got credits for it, right?
Yeah.
It's always just, they did it. Yeah, I wasn't there at all. But, I don't care. I got to live as a musician, like not having a real job, just as a musician for, I don't know, about 12 years of my life. I'll take it.
Mm.
You know, it was good. Not all of it was in a bad, old rusty van with some guy who really needed to change his underwear either. It was pretty good.
Yeah, that would have been a lot of fun to do that, I think. Looking back at it.
But there was a part of me that was very much into the computer side of things, and there was a little bit of tug of war in me for a bit. But then the music side won out, because if you're going to be a real, like, professional musician, you don't get there by practicing your instrument 3 hours a week. It's more like 5 hours a day, 6 hours a day. And if you want to be a real code warrior and seriously be a hacker and a programmer, well, pick one, right?
I remember when my friend came round, he brought his Casio keyboard, and I had my little Yamaha. It wasn't, I wouldn't even call it a synthesizer. It was a Yamaha keyboard. And we thought, that's it. We are going to be the next Thomas Dolby. We are, Axel Leff, watch out. Yeah, Harold Faltermeyer, watch out. We're coming for you.
Flock of seagulls, haircuts, and everything, right? You know?
We couldn't play two fucking notes next to each other. It's terrible.
Yeah. It was more like Joe's Garage. All we did was bend the string like bow, 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 now, now.
I found the pitch bender.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, I can do that.
I've layered 4 sounds into one chord. There's the song. Okay.
I've programmed it in. Here it comes. Ready? All right, Harold Faltermeyer, you're safe. It was so funny. It was like we tried once, and that was it.
Yeah.
Gave up.
Yeah. No, my situation was a bit different. Like I remember being a little bit too young to actually be in the bar. So the bar would let me show up with the band and play the songs, and then I had to race out the back door real quick and sit in the truck and wait because I was not allowed to, I was not old enough to be in there.
No, they just sent the hookers and blow out to the van instead.
Yeah. But, to be younger and still be in the clique was a real eye-opening training thing for me, so that when I went off to audio engineering school and then decided to make a go at being a pro musician, I already saw people screw it up. Because I did. Right, I approached it like I had a lot of fun. I partied my ass off, right? But I also approached it very much as a professional. Like, it's not about showing off. It's about playing the parts right. You got to be able to sing your harmonies as a member of the band. You got to be able to keep up and, fill in your spots and the whole bit. And that kind of direction and the way I went about it, made me one of the more valuable players in my area, and people wanted me, right? It was good. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I was just thinking, how tough it is for kids to get together to, like form bands and stuff like that, because a lot of my kids, I say a lot of my kids. I've only got 3 of them. Just make it sound like a busload of kids that I stole from a school. But there's been situations where
it's amazing how many you can fit in a van.
But there's all been like points where they want to be a band, but they just don't know anybody else is doing it. And I remember at school, like, I think it was after I left, but I was back at the school visiting or something, and I was in one of the art blocks or something like that, and I came across this. Like, looked through the window, and there's a fucking band in there. You know, drums, guitars, bass. You know, these kids are playing it. No one told me this shit was going on at school. You know, I did music lessons. If you guys would have told me this sort of thing was going on, I'd have been in there.
Yeah,
But
right.
No, you kept that one secret and kept it for your cool kids. No, come on, it was always like the fucking privilege to manage to get in there. Why are we all doing pop band 101?
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I had this argument with the music teacher in 2 different high schools, but I was like, why are we teaching all this music that people aren't interested in when we could do orchestric versions of more modern songs and stuff? I mean, how hard can it be, right? You know, and I became the annoying guy. Well, I went on to actually make a living at it. So, you know, but it's that whole thing, you know, you don't have to keep that same curriculum going over and over when it comes to creative side of learning. You kind of got to keep up sometimes, right? You know,
it's like that movie with Jack Black, you know, the School of Rock. You know, where
I haven't watched it.
Yeah, well, you'll hate it. It's got Jack Black in it.
Yeah.
No. Calm your tits.
Anyway, yep.
We're not going to start doing on the I hate Jack Black there. You can do that later in your own time. But the whole premise was, you know, he like came in. He wasn't a teacher, but he like, you know, pretended and got him into as a music teacher at this school. And, you know, it was like typical music lessons. And I was, you know, it takes me back to my school and music lessons. It's like, what the hell were we doing? You know, if we ever got musical about it, you know, they'd hand over round those, you know, those like those keyboard mouthy organy type things where you're too into it and it's got a keyboard in it. And we try to trash out some crappy tune. But then, you know, there was no like inspiration. There was no like, you know, just pick up a guitar and trash it and make music. That was never there in music lessons.
Do it like Pete Townsend. Don't bother playing it. Just beat the shit out of it. Right?
Yeah. The skill comes later.
Yeah.
You know, but learn to be musical as opposed to just like, you know, learning the fucking music theory and what notes and what on a page. Just hit that bloody thing.
I still don't know music theory very well, but I can shred out Steve Vai licks and Eddie Van Halen and even some Yngwie Malmsteen. But I can't read a note, right? You know.
Well, no, I've seen some very interesting videos that I just keep getting recommended to me. It's like people like, you know, they'll go into a song and go into the details about, you know, what this song. Oh, and this it'll go into a C major suspended seventh, and it'll go maybe up to a ninth suspended.
Yeah, and I just go, oh, this one because it sounds cool over that, right? You know,
we've got an aggravated F and a very very sore G. You know, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry, sir, but you've just hit gibberish. Please deposit another $3.50 to continue this conversation, right?
You've just taken a song that I love and just turned it into something that I don't understand anymore. Am I still allowed to love it?
Yeah, I loved Stephen Hawking. He was great, but don't do that to music, you know? You know?
Is a wonderful thing. Let's rock.
Yeah. We're
he should have been in a band. Lead singer.
Yeah. Yeah. 1 second here. I have to send a message.
Oh. It wasn't me. I didn't touch her.
We might we might be coaxing Greg Terry into joining us quick before we kill everything and call it done.
Oh, he's gonna come us and tell us you're all gonna go to hell.
I don't think he's from that far south where they do that whole slap in the forehead and heal people thing.
Oh, I don't know. He might be.
Yeah. No.
We haven't seen him.
Yeah, he's a hell of a radio host kind of guy. He very much keeps up to me on the show. It's excellent. He's got a lot of experience talking with people and doing it right.
Ooh.
He's very good. He's very good. And okay, yeah, he just said plus plus. I said it's the last link above. So yeah,
incoming.
Right. Should be any time.
Everybody, put your decent clothes on now. Put your drinks away, hide them. So that scene in fucking Animal House when they.
I'm gonna go get more alcohol because the best way for me to make sure that I behave is to drink more.
Get some holy water.
Gin?
You can imagine you drinking holy water, you just burst into flames. Crying out. That's why he can't step onto a church ground without his head spinning and flames coming out of his ears.
Yeah. Now, KK in the chat says, is Dick throwing subtle shade at Dunk? I'm so sorry because I meant it to be far more direct. I didn't mean to make sure. I want everybody to be a part of it. So,
Duck doesn't do subtle very easily. So, yeah. if he's doing subtle, he's done it wrong.
Yeah. That's yeah.
Go get your beard, Duck.
No, I was kidding. Actually. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's got plenty.
Yeah. Yeah, no, but I'll have to pace it so that we have like another 20 minutes. I'm just kidding.
I better get the fire water out.
Oh, Fireball. Up in Canada, we have this booze called Fireball, and it tastes like the little cinnamon heart candies that you buy at the corner store. It's very strange. And
why?
I'm not sure. It's the bad side of revolting, right? If we're going to use a scale, right? But you only ever see it at campfire nights. That's the only time you ever see it. If there's a campfire and there's people with a guitar singing and people standing around having a good time drinking, somebody's going to pass around a bottle of Fireball as if you actually want it. It's very strange. So I do this thing where I grab the bottle, but I use my tongue as a plug and I don't sip it at all. And then I pass it to the next person because I don't want it. It's revolting.
Chuck Yammerit says he likes Fireball.
Oh, really? Oh, Chuck, come on, really?
Everybody else is saying, hate it, it's evil.
Yeah, but what Chuck is doing is supplanting the memory of a great evening, and he's putting that on drinking Fireball where it doesn't belong. It's a supplanted memory. It's now cruising through the memory as a whole, and that happy spot is finding places to land where it didn't belong.
CEO says Fireball was a Navy thing for me.
Oh, really? Yeah. But it tastes like those little cinnamon heart candies. It really does. It's so strange. Because the cinnamon heart candies from being a child, but now they're getting you drunk. It's very weird.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, there are a lot of weird drinks out there. You got to admit, and some people like them, some people don't. I mean, everyone to themselves. It's like you always have a rag at me for having a bit of Southern Comfort.
Everybody spanks their own monkey at their own pace.
Or for a fee, I'll spank anybody's money.
Oh, see, we had to do it again.
I gotta get it in there before Greg turns up.
Yeah. Dunk has specialized skin. It doesn't succumb to friction, so he can offer that kind of service all day,
Oh, believe me, I spanked a few monkeys in my time.
Yeah.
Just on this channel.
It's a Jedi thing. You can perceive KY jelly and it appears.
Well, it's better than rubbing sand in. That's all I can say. Gets everywhere.
Yeah.
I hate sand.
Is that why you don't get Naru massage over in Arabia?
Tattooing.
Yeah. That's one thing I never understood about Star Wars, Tatooine. So they're on a desert planet. So what do? They dig a hole and they live in that. Well, now you've got to shovel the sand out day after day and lug it up to the top of that hole. Why did you do that? That doesn't seem like it seems like a way of making life harder.
There was something about Star Wars that I wanted to bring up, which I can't remember for the life of me what it was, but it was another one of those. Star Wars doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. And these days, that scene where Luke tongue fucks his sister's mouth. I mean, that's on, when he kisses Leia.
I think you got a very special edition.
But they turn out to be brother and sister after. That's just did whoever wrote the third movie did not watch the second movie. That's weird.
No. The thing is, if that was today, they'll go, "Ooh, this is sexy."
Yeah.
Keep it in.
Yeah.
They'll go. They'll kiss. They'll look at each other. But we're brother and sister, and they go, "Yeah."
Yeah. If they were step brother and sister, you'd pay by the minute to watch that, right?
I've never understood that.
Me either, right? Or you'll get those weird ads when you go to like the download torrent sites or something. I had sex with my stepdad. Well, that just means that your whole family is creepy and nasty. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you people?
Like Greg Terry's walked through the door and he's turned around, gone back out again. And nope.
Yeah. He put it on the TV in the living room. Here, Mom, this is the show I'm going to join now.
And she's spanking him right now.
Yeah.
I will knock the devil out of you.
Yeah. Wooden spoon meets son's ass.
Hang on, wasn't that a show on the History Channel?
Oh
no, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Man Meets Food.
I think Von Daniken did it to Sucralose, but I'm not sure. It might have been the special,
Oh, there's a lot of spooning between those guys.
Oh yeah.
Cuddle me, Von Danny.
You're my only hope. Okay, Greg's coming in here. He'll be oh dear Lord, that just set off a round of jokes.
Right, everybody, look, behave.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah, everybody
Stop
give a
having fun in the
5-knuckle shuffle as we introduce Greg Terry to PubChat.
Oh, the poor man. I feel so sorry. Oh dear.
Hey, Greg. Oh, no, he's not here yet. But welcome to a show where we've been on too long and everybody's drank too much. How you doing?
It's like that scene in Painted Wagon where they take the Puritan kid into the bar to learn about whiskey, gambling, and hookers. Hookers, that's the best bit.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Sometimes doing this is funner than other times, and this is one of the funner times. We should give a shout out to everybody who's been donating lately, because we've got a lot of active members and viewers and donators, both super chats and direct and stuff. And our totals to send money over to Ukraine through both Greg Terry, Rick, and Starsky's unit as well in Ukraine there have been very good numbers indeed. And they're only growing all the time, right? And it's not, I mean, I wish I could say I'm the one putting it all in, but I'm a broke ass bitch, right? So it's you cats doing it. So it's, huge shout outs, right? Let's give everybody a hand. Oh shit. Wait a minute. Let's give them two.
Yeah. Clap like a seal.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, and obviously, enough about that, Ukrainian nonsense. Thanks for all the Dixie shout outs too.
Yes.
Little pup. The war pup.
Yeah. Yeah. The only dog that can be weighed in ounces, right? I've seen bags of grass that weigh more than your dog, right?
He's probably smoked better things. Oh dear. Is he coming or not? The suspense is killing me.
Yeah, I'm wondering that myself. Okay, no, I was just double checking the link. He's good. He's home and everything.
We've been going for 2.5 hours. You realize that?
Yeah. I'm at that point now where I'm gonna have to order my son's supper because it's getting to 5:30, right? So we're now taking donations for Felix's pizza night. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we'll take extra super chats for toppings.
Yeah, can I put that on the bill for the last member to pick up? Remember, that's how it works around here. Right?
There you go. You got $5 from Rose Rahoney. Holy, Raholi.
Rose, put the phonetics for your name in. Is it Roaly? Is it Roaly? Is it something that I haven't said because my skills with the English language are somewhat lacking? I mean, thank you. What you do, the Shills, is the super chat. So we'll give that a big old, and we'll set off the alarm just to make sure that we made our point. Right? So, let's see here.
Two slices of pizza on me from Royal Castriana. $10.
Yeah. You know what? I don't have a pizza sound effect. What would a pizza sound effect be like? Would it be somebody's tummy gurgling in satisfaction?
It depends whether you play it at 72 or 48.
And if you play it backwards, is Paul actually dead because he wasn't wearing socks?
If you've got like a really, really, really expensive, LP turntable, please get a 12-inch pizza, put it on it, and record the sounds and send it to the Shills. We really want to know what a pizza sounds like.
That's right. Yeah.
A lovely Audio Technica turntable.
And because we know many people will do this, please list in the submission the cartridge and needle you're using on your turntable, because we want to.
Important.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Preamp as well, right?
And the toppings, obviously.
Yes. You know, cheddar and mozzarella affect the way the cartridge glides over the record. So,
And that lovely thump when it hits a pepperoni slice.
yeah. So we got another big shout out here from Chuck Yamarets. I think that's the way it would be. Fight me now. No, but Chuck says, Slava Fireball, laugh my ass off. Oh.
PJC though says it's not a needle, it's a stylus.
That's true.
Wow.
That's true. Okay.
It depends on what gramophone you're using there, PJ.
Yeah, no, that's true. We got a decent turntable in the house here, and he's correct, you know.
Yeah, it's got one of those huge, bellows out there, at the top of it, the big bowl.
And we're also doing a fundraiser now for Chuck Yameritz because being a Fireball lover, I'm sure his liver is about to fail, so we're going to need to crowdfund a new one.
They sell those down our local supermarket. I'll just get one of those.
Yeah. It puts in a clam. Come on.
It might be a pig's liver. I don't know.
Yeah.
Apparently they're good to go these days.
Yeah. It was listed as giblets, but I'm pretty sure it's going to keep you alive.
That wasn't a liver; it was a chicken Kiev. It works just as good as the liver did.
So, Greg said he was coming in, and he still hasn't. So,
he's getting his robes on.
Yeah, well, I'm not calling him a liar, but
not on this show. We'll save it for Saturday.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I wouldn't do that until he's here to defend himself. No, I'm just kidding.
I think he's pulling your plank.
Yeah. No, there's plank being pulled, but I do believe he's going to finish before he joins.
PJ says his dad restored old wind-up gramophones and
wow.
needles. And they would the needles would have to be replaced after playing about 3 records. Probably the records have to be replaced as well with those things like nails.
Oh yeah, they wear out quickly. Yeah, Techmoan did a show on it. Yeah,
the records or the needles, because the damage done to the records
it's both.
Horrendous.
But the needle itself would wear out. So it wearing out means it's got to be doing damage to the disc itself, right? You know,
that's one thing about LPs I've never really understood
no, but good records, it's okay. But back in the day of cylinders with needles that wore out quickly, it was a big deal. Nowadays, a stylus, a good cartridge, if you take care of and, keep your lid on and, clean things and everything.
Balance and everything.
Yeah, they last a long time if, you do it right. Yeah.
But even so, I'm still surprised that, the system still worked.
Oh, yeah. Well, a lot of people don't get it. They think that records actually sound better. They don't. The truth is music back in the day of good vinyl was more dynamic. Quiet parts were quieter, loud parts were louder, and as such, it gives you a more immersive experience. It's way better. But nowadays, everything is just pumped right up to the limit. So it doesn't matter if you buy it on vinyl or 8-track. It just still sounds like shit.
Yeah, it's funny because I saw someone talking about that recently. I can't remember where I saw it, but it was actually exactly that. Talking about when CDs came out, a lot of the CDs were coming off. They were basically being taken off, like taped. Come on, what do you got? The mastering of the tapes were pretty bad. And so they were just basically pumping out pretty bad masses onto CD. And then what happened is they started to get good, but then the whole compression war started.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're compressing the hell out of CDs.
Yeah.
Now they've got it. CDs are great, even MP3s, and stuff like that. They're perfectly fine. LPs are not the solution. However,
they're cool
LP
to collect. Yeah.
LP sales, just having a 12-inch LP instead of a little dinky CD thing. That's just so great. Anyway, I'm going to shut up because the Lord Master on high is here.
Yeah, the guy that guided Moses down the mountain himself is here. We got Greg T.
Well, all I want to do is come in here tonight and say before I go down there and give my wife a few smooches is it's an honor to be on the Dickie Dawson Shills show here with Una and Duck. And you, Dickie Dawson. And you know what? I'm going to do my best impersonation of Dickie Dawson right now. And as I don't give a flying whatever you think. I'm telling you right now that all we're going to right now, Slav Ukraine.
Look, Greg, we got one rule on this show. One rule on this show, and that's no swearing.
Oh, wow, dude. That was some funny stuff. Look at the chat light up. That was amazing.
Yeah. See, this is what's going to happen next time when you go back and start doing one of your what do you call them, a sermon to one of your churches. Yeah. This will be you at the you'll be going.
I couldn't help it, guys. Actually, I've been streaming with Rick for 4 hours. I'm zonked, but there was no way I couldn't come in here and say hello to all of you at the Shills. And thank you for all that you're doing. I did hear earlier, I was on with Rick and he was doing some calculations. So I was listening to the Shills. I was multitasking. And I did hear the bit about when Moses came down, the money was on his back. And the reality is we've just got a great group of people and a great family here. And I just want to thank everybody for continuing to support. Do not stop. We just auctioned off on Rick's channel my first of many. I've got about 50 of them. Autographed battle flags from the Zero line.
Nice.
Yeah, I've got, really good. This was on the Zero line with Fish and it's signed right from the battlefront. And he had a guy there with him on position doing their jobs, and can't tell you what these guys do, but they're very important.
Yeah.
And he's an artist and he drew Shevchenko on the flag, which is a Ukrainian hero. So these are special. We just did a raffle for this one and raised $1,700 for the snatches in about 90 minutes. And I will be shipping that out tomorrow. We'll have an update on the snatch project that you guys have helped us so much with in 2 or 3 days. It's going to have a big jump as far as the level we're at. We've got some things happening. And the reason it takes a few days, guys, we're here in the U.S., and everybody doesn't give electronically. A lot of people will email us and say, I'm sending you guys a check. It'll be there on Friday. And that's just fine. Checks are really good. And checks are typically larger. So
cabbage be cabbage, brother, right?
Yeah. So in a few days we'll have an update on the snatches, but we're trending really good. I think we're gonna have a really large bump. In the next few days. And I can also tell you a $5,000 donation will arrive tomorrow, and that is to purchase 100 more of those golden Motorola batteries that we supply to the soldiers and switch out their batteries, which actually work, and has the additional USB-C charging power plug, so the guys in the Zero line trench can take their power bank and keep their radio charged, which keeps them alive. So, things that are very important. So we've had a donation come in for that this weekend. And we'll get Jania to get those ordered up. We have 28 drones we will be delivering to the 3rd Assault 2nd Rifle Battalion here over the next few days. And yes, I did not stutter on that. 28 drones. 28 drones. That's all because of you guys. And, you know, it's just amazing what all of us are doing together. And so for all of you guys, I just give you thank you for all of that. It's really good.
You missed it earlier, Greg, when we were auctioning off some of my old underwear. The artwork on the inside of the underwear isn't quite as up to the quality of the stuff you're selling on your flags. But, so far we raised $1.99.
More
I'm
like
sure.
BF Goodrich rubber left on the street, but you know.
Well, I can tell you this: we're doing amazing things, and guys, I'm going to show you right now I've got a special live report tonight coming out of DC with breaking news on the support for Ukraine, and I'm going to break it right here on the Shills.
Yeah.
Are you ready? Crickets. In 2 days, they're supposed to be reconvening, discussing Ukraine. We'll see what unfolds there, but that doesn't change us from doing what we're doing. So
exactly.
Thank you guys so much for all that you do. Couldn't help but to stop by and say hello. I do want to throw one shameless plug out. And I don't think it's shameless because we're all one big family, especially with this guy. Tomorrow night, 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, I will have Pete on with me live, Q&A. You can sit there and chat with him. And it's really good. You know, you don't have to deal with the interpreter. It just speaks straight English with him. And he's ready to share. He's had a very, very difficult last 3-4 days due to the strikes in Kharkiv, where we lost Volva's father, who is Pete's mechanic on his vehicles for Project Constantine.
Yeah.
And it kind of cocooned him for a couple of days where he just had to separate. And when he does that, I'm talking to him nonstop. I've become his spiritual sounding board, I guess you can call it. But you know, when you go to a war zone together and you're there really close, you develop a bond of brotherhood. And he reached out. He was supposed to be on Saturday night on the Shills Mega Extravaganza show.
Yeah.
But he just messaged. He says, Greg, I just can't do it. I'm really struggling.
Yeah.
And he's much better. So you guys that were looking forward to seeing Pete on Saturday night, he will be tomorrow night. And you know, it's always subject to change. He's there on the front line. Anything can happen. He can get called out immediately. And but as of right now, we should have him on. Additionally, Dick Dawson, your audio engineering background and level of expertise, all joking aside, you notice what's on my head right now?
Yes. I'm wondering what in the love of something that's
listen, I have my high level ears that I play music with. I mean, these are the Shure Big Daddies, but honestly, they start to bother your in ear when you're on stream for 1, 2, 3, 4 hours.
Yeah.
And
I had to switch to these from Audio Technica to get the flat monitoring sound because I got tinnitus from HE double hockey sticks,
dude,
right? You know,
I've got tinnitus out the wazoo.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what happens when you play music like we do for
100%.
our entire lives. I've got hearing loss in my left ear from playing music, and my monitor, I always was a left ear monitor guy. And, you know, some people are spatially, they one on their right, one on their left. It's weird, guys, unless you're a musician, you don't get it.
Yeah.
But seriously, so my left ear is a lot of tinnitus, and it doesn't hear as well as the right. But I'll tell you what, these are so comfortable, and I'm just shocked. It's so good. This is much a better atmosphere when I want to hear.
It's what I said to Yana from Project Constantine. She was like, well, you know, with hairstyles for girls and stuff, I'd like earbuds or smaller earphones. I was like, I understand that, but for the safety and comfort of your ears long term for doing what we do, you should have real cans.
Dude, I feel like I've actually been redeemed.
Yeah.
And Moses
he saved you.
He
saved you, Greg.
He just come down with the money on his back with the 10 Commandments. He came down with these headphones. He says, put them on. on, son. Put 'em on. And I've put them on, and now I can tell you, I hear so it's really good. It's just amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I bet you hear God a lot better too.
Oh, listen, it's point clear. And you know what he said?
Praise be the Shills.
Praise be the Shills. And make sure, he says, Greg, make sure you give Dunk a message. That's for Dunk.
Hey, look, I got an email from God the other day, and he said exactly that.
Yeah. You got to sell it like you mean it.
You did. Was that before or after the shroom?
I thought it was just spam. I deleted it.
Greg, before you're gone here, JP in the chat says, what's the guy's name on that flag you showed?
That's Fish. That was Fish. Oh, yeah. Fish has been on my streams from the beginning of the war.
Yeah.
He's a frontline soldier. He's a stud.
I think he might have been. I mean, he might have been asking about the hero, the drawing of the hero, the Ukrainian hero.
That's Shevchenko. Okay, so that is that is Taras Shevchenko from the 1800s, who actually is the historical figure. He is the father of Ukrainian language and culture. He's a poet, and his statue is everywhere throughout Ukraine. Really, he is the one that developed, seriously, guys, the Ukrainian language. He is an immortal hero to the Ukrainian people, probably one of their most important historical figures. So many people think when they start looking at pictures of Ukraine and they see a statue standing, they think that Lenin is still standing. That's not true. All the Lenin statues have been removed over years and years and years, but there are statues that stand similar, and it looks like Lenin. You're looking from a distance, but it's not Lenin. It's typically Taras Shevchenko standing. What
have they got against John Lennon?
Yeah, well... Okay, you guys want to hear something funny? And I'll close out with this, but let me get my mind wrapped around this one yet, because I'm trying to recover from using the beat button so many times. I'm just disturbed and so aggravated.
Let it flow. Let it flow.
Slava Ukraini.
Yeah.
Greg.
In Kramatorsk, guys, in Kramatorsk, Eastern Ukraine, there is actually a Lennon Square, and there's a big picture of John Lennon and the Beatles up on a wall.
Oh, really?
And then, yes, there is. And then in the city of Kharkiv, there on the side of a massive building is a picture of John Lennon as well, painted. So I think Ukrainians have a lot of respect and like Lennon. Lennon, and of course they're doing a play on that, of course, from Lennon.
Oh yeah,
and so there's quite a few places, actually, prominent places where you'll find Lennon pictures and paintings and murals, and it's pretty cool.
Now,
Greg,
if Lennon had been a songwriter, maybe things would have been a bit different.
It would have been.
I think they would have been songs not many people would have liked.
That's true.
Greg, before you go here, CF Beauty, our head mod in the Shills account there, threw in a super chat. Greg, you rock. You got dick. Wow, I've been here a while and you got him. Yeah.
Well, I'm really doing my best because it's inspiring. My mother, and I know this is not a typical update because we are, whatever the title of this program is, Hangout for all with topics, chatter, and shall we say words of wisdom. He. So what that means is I can actually come in here and tell the truth that my mother thinks a dick is actually a hole, sometimes really just a mother. And I'm telling you, he's going to find the hole, but she loves him. She loves him. She goes, I don't know who that freak is. This is my 71-year-old mother. I do not know who that freak is from Canada, but I really like him.
Mummy Terry is the reason I podcast now. All of you are just fodder. It's all about Mummy Terry.
Is there a city called New York in Ukraine? Yes, it is. And I will tell you a reality about New York if you want to know where it's at. And I'm not sharing my screen right now, but and I won't. You go over towards Donetsk Oblast, find the red line, and come up above Avdiivka and below Bakhmut, and you'll find New York. And it's actually spelled Niuyork, and it's pronounced New York. And New York is being leveled to the ground. Every building it's no different than the other place. It's being demolished. In fact, I can tell you guys one story about New York. And last summer, you guys know that through our organization, Zhenya, our partner there on the ground, and our nonprofit, we do summer camps for kids. And last summer, we were doing refugee camps for refugees that have been relocated from the East. And we also did a summer camp for children who had lost parents in the war, soldiers that had been killed, gave them a free summer camp, et cetera, et cetera. And one quick story for you is that there was a little boy that came to the camp. His name was Dima. And Dima was from the city of New York. And he had lost his father in the war. Child's about 9 years old. And all that was left is mama, grandma, and a German Shepherd dog. He lived in an apartment building in New York. He was at the summer camp. A phone call came in to Zhenya, and they says, we need to speak to Dima, but we're going to tell you what happened first because we're going to need your help. Dima's house was just destroyed from a Russian bomb, and his dog was killed in the explosion. But if Dima had not went to your summer camp, we would have all been at home because he was at summer camp. We also took a trip. So we were not in our apartment.
Wow.
Only the dog was. And the dog was killed. Our home was destroyed. But because of your summer camp that you offered and you brought him, we were able to leave. If not, all three of us would be dead. So that's a real story out of New York, and that is why we do what we do. So thank you guys. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, and if anybody puts cool story, bro, in the chat, I'll block you from this channel forever.
Listen, they will get messed up.
Yeah. Homie, don't play that.
No, we don't play that. We may actually have to get really serious.
I love it. I love it.
I'm telling you, everybody, if you'll just stay with us, we'll get something done.
You've got to agree with a man
who talks so civilized like that.
Can we just sit here and play with our button?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a button
Stop
war.
pushing my buttons.
I'm not gonna press any buttons.
Hooray!
All right, guys, I'm going to go and have dinner with my family and enjoy them. We'll see you tomorrow night on my channel, 5 o'clock Eastern. I couldn't just jump off without jumping and saying hi. Dunk, nice to see you and hear you as always. Dickie, God bless you guys.
You too,
God
man.
bless you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, all of you guys, and we'll see you soon. We'll be talking this week, Dick.
We'll see you on Saturday and during the week.
Sir.
Awesome.
I'll be there with bells on.
Awesome.
Yeah. I know we were dicking around with you, Greg, but you know, I've got so much respect for you. God love you.
Same back at you, sir. Even if you do stain your drawers and try to sell them one day.
He pays attention.
Hey, you got me loosened up tonight, all right? I'm telling you. The clerical collar's off. Let's
we love having you around, buddy. Take care,
be
man.
blessed, guys. Good night.
Say hi to the family for us.
I will do.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Oh, that was cool. That was awesome. So yeah, and speaking of family and stuff, I mean, we're just hit 6 o'clock Pacific. I did put an order in for something for my son because if I don't feed him by 6:30, well, then I am the devil spawn.
Yeah,
right?
I didn't get around to mentioning to Greg that we were doing a pizza fund at the minute. He's raised $200,000 for a pizza.
Yeah. It's gonna be a lot of cheese.
And maybe a free Audio Technica turntable.
Oh, there you go. That's right. One with the little light so you can see the speedy things going around. You know?
It could be accurate. We won't waste our time on this kind of experiment doing like rough tests.
Lauren in the chat says you got to grab Greg doing the fake cussing and make it a stinger. That's not a bad idea.
I know someone who probably will.
Oh, Matt in the chat has already clipped that and posted it, I bet. Crazy long username. It's April. Matt, that's Matt, and I guarantee it's already on his channel right now. If not, it will be really soon. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, we'll save Greg going off as a stinger coming up, And now comes a piece of news that will guarantee that somebody gets hot under the collar, and then we'll hit it.
Ooh.
The collar, right? Preacher, right?
Okay, the preacher round.
Yeah. Oh, that'll be funny. So why don't we toss this one in a bin and call it done? What do you think?
We might as well. We do the others, so the best place for it.
If we go any further, I'm going to have to get more alcohol.
Oh no!
Yeah, that's probably not the answer we're looking for.
No. Canada can't do with that deficit. Just leave Dick alone. let other people in Canada drink beer, for crying out loud.
They all do, dude. They all do.
It's been a great show tonight. A lot of bollocks, but a great hoot. Always.
Hold on a second. You can't end it until I get up and run over there really quick. So you're gonna have to stall now. So under the bus you go. Hold on.
Why? Where are you going? He's not going to get another beer, has he? Well, we're closing out. Don't go getting a beer now, you monkey. Right, anyway. Yeah, no, it's been a great show, everybody. Thank you very much for spending our Sunday.
You know what? I got a better idea. Why don't we why don't we stay on for like 15, 20 more minutes? What do you guys think in the chat? Let's ask the viewers. Do you guys want us to do 20 more minutes, or do you want us to just fuck off right now?
Super chat your answers in right now.
Yeah. So put hashtag 20 or hashtag fuck off.
Oh no, they don't care. They just want us to watch us burn and dribble up.
Well, I discovered I still had one more beer in the fridge, so
discovered.
Remember,
it's like hunting Bigfoot. We're off in
kind of
Dawson's fridge. Oh look, we found evidence of a beer.
Why do you think Canadians use monitor arms instead of using the stands that come with their screen? Because there's more room under your monitors for the empties as you go. Right? That's why we do that. It's true.
There's people searching for Excalibur. No, it's all right. Dick Dawson's found another bear. What's more important? What's more important? Some people are trying to find, love in their life. Some people are trying to find God or Jesus. No, Dick Dawson's found another beer in the fridge, and the world is good. It's all about priorities.
Yeah. Well, a man's got to know his limitations, right?
Yes, and you don't have any.
None at all. None at all. You know what my limitation is?
Only on decency. Yeah.
Yeah. What? Yeah. I do have a limitation now. It used to be no limitation, but we moved in here and I got stairs I have to climb to get to my bedroom. So the limitation is, how willing am I to sleep on the couch?
Yeah, or sleep at base camp, or halfway up,
or get halfway up the stairs and fall back down, and just wake up in the morning doing the old funky pretzel in the hallway, right?
Yeah, after the show, we are going to be doing a documentary of Dick Dawson climbing the north face of the stairs to try to get to the bedroom.
Yeah.
He's got Sherpas and people pulling on ropes trying to help him up there.
Yeah, it's a feature-length documentary because it's going to take a while. Dunk will be doing real-time CGI to give the real depth effect, right?
We're halfway up. The oxygen is starting to get a little thin. We've had to eat the dogs.
Yeah. I found Sasquatch, but I had to turn him into lunch. He's on a spigot right now.
And there'll be the final picture of you just like sitting on your bed with a fucking, Canadian flag.
Yeah.
Thrust into it.
Headphones in, listening to the Tragically Hip as the battery dies, right?
With a 6 foot long beard that's covered in ice and frost because that's how long it took you to get there.
Oh, that was funny as hell, man. Sasquatch skewers, barfly chef there says, yeah, exactly. Yeah. We don't even overcharge for them.
Oh, we got a little super chatty thing in from Richie. What is it? Not fit yet. For $5 New Zealand dollars.
So Richie's still kind of chubby.
He says, keep it up. Well, not on this show. That's just the OnlyFans. Not doing that here.
Yeah, we don't promote Viagra on this show.
No. Oh, that was a bit. I needed a crass moment there, Greg Terry. Where he was starting to do a bit of promotion, and I was about to interrupt, and say, "Oh, at this point, you should promote our sponsor for tonight." And Dick hold up the he went into this really sad story.
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit.
Yeah. You know what?
That would have been a bad moment for me.
I had my own gag for that. I was about to say, I'm sorry, Greg, but your check hasn't cleared, so I'm not sure you can do the promotional bit yet.
The other thing I was going to say was, people are sending them checks, and they're like just like this big 6 foot tall, guy called Sergey turns up from Czechoslovakia.
Yeah. Oh, 1 sec. Sorry.
Uh-oh. That must be the pizza. Pizza's here. Either that or Amazon. Avon calling. His makeup delivery, probably. Oh, dear God. Yeah. It's no funny with Greg Terry because he just want to get into the funny and the sillies, but at the same time the man's doing serious stuff out there, and there are plenty times when you can come in with a gag at completely the wrong inappropriate moment, and if there's anyone to do it, it's me. That's my job. And I will do it several times. I have to hold my tongue so much everything because me especially on the Saturday show, I'm just the guy that just comes with jerk off comments. I got nothing important to say in all these serious discussions about Ukraine. So, I really have to bite my tongue sometimes. That's why you don't hear much from me on the Saturday shows, because I'm just not going to sit back and just let these guys talk it out. Let them do the serious stuff. That's what everyone's come for. They're not come to listen to me be a prat. This is this show. Or the 42 show. Oh, dear me. My words of wisdom are well appreciated, says Barfly Chef. Yeah, so thank you. I do have many words of wisdom. Can't think of any at the minute. Shayna Goldwell says I have bad timing too. Yeah, I mean, so many. I have this mouth. Sometimes, it opens, this shit just comes out. It's so embarrassing sometimes. I've said the most inappropriate stuff at the most inappropriate times. Oh, dear God. I'm not even going to tell you what happened during our wedding service. God. It was like, we were... Getting married under the eyes of God's holy law. I didn't say law. It was the middle of it was the middle of all the battles. All the battles in the Middle East, and instead of saying holy law, I said holy war. Oh, dear God, God's holy war. Yeah, what a prick. There was something else I said that was just got wrong. I can't remember what it was now. But yeah. Yeah, I'm your guy. I'm your guy to say the wrong things in the wrong places. The thing is, I never say the right things in the wrong places. I've noticed that, that never happens. Oh God, it must be a big pizza he's getting. Are they wheeling it in? On its edge, just wheel it in. Doot, 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 doot. Is Dick's pizza delivery. Doot, doot, doot.
All right.
Back in the truck in. Doot, doot, doot. We got the 90-inch special. Doot, doot, doot. Stuffed crust. Doot, doot, doot. He'll still eat the lot and leave like 2 slices for Dick.
What? Yeah. I was just gonna say, why do I feel like I need the analese now?
Ooh.
Yeah. That was.
I was just filling your big gap.
Yeah.
While you were away. Not the first time I filled your big gap, but
once again, our sponsor tonight is analese, because sometimes the good things in life don't have to hurt.
Except this show. There's a good show and it still hurts.
I gotta say though, the idea behind this show is we're not in news funny personality mode. We're just hanging out, right? And the way Greg came in and pulled that whole swear button thingy and whatnot, nailed it. The guy's got some pro chops. He knows what he's doing. That was awesome.
He does. I know, but I would love to see one of his sermons when he's like hitting that button.
Yeah. I wonder if he had to ask Mum permission to do that.
I bet he prayed to God first.
Yeah.
Please, Lord, forgive me, for they know not what they do. I'm gonna be on their show. Yeah. I'm gonna be hitting the button.
Yeah.
But I bet when he was hitting the button though, he wasn't swearing. He was probably saying nice words.
Oh yeah.
He's going, kitten, puppies, cake, muffins. Yeah. Oh, muffins a bit.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a bit.
But he had it nailed. It was really good. That was awesome.
No, he's a great guy.
Yeah. He's been an absolute fantastic addition to the Saturday show, the Ukraine show. And he's the one that really nailed it when we were talking yesterday about how our show, the Ukraine Update show, has become this hub where all the Ukraine supporters just kind of eventually come around and hang out with us and stuff. And
well, it was also the introductions as well. It's we had had the Eric on.
Yeah.
Well, not Eric, but I can't remember his name. Sergey.
Yeah.
You had Sergey on, and we should hook up. And I was in there, so we found him first.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Back off. Yeah.
It's our property.
Yeah.
It's our girlfriend.
Yeah.
No, but it is very, very cool that these people are like hooking up, and it just makes the whole thing, the whole community stronger.
And I threw it at him right before I hit the button to go live. I was like, hey, so I'll do a quick intro, Greg, and then you want to introduce the crew and stuff, and away we go. He was like, sure, no problem. And I hit go, and boom, he knows what he's doing. It was good.
Of course he knows. I mean, in the same way, he's like you. He's a front man.
Yeah.
But in a different way. He does it at the pulpit.
He doesn't swear. Yeah.
No. But what we're saying is, you do it. You do it on a stage.
Yeah.
Or on a radio. He does it at a pulpit.
Yeah.
And if you're a preacher, my God, those guys can talk, because that's what they have to do. They have to just open the mouth, just preach. And so he's got that now.
And it's no wonder
it's the same job, just a different.
It's also no wonder that he's built an unbelievable community around him, because when you listen to him, you just you know, you're just like, well, when are you going to talk again? I'll be there. You know? Yeah. He's been a great addition. Oh, this week coming up on Saturday, fellow babies, you all going to love this because we got our regular contributors. Commander McMillan will be there. Dunk, myself, Secular Sakai, Yana from Project Constantine, and we've got the press man, Phil Ittner, and we've also got Mercado Media joining us. So it's going to be absolute shits and giggles. You guys are going to love it. The weekend after that, we've got a couple of people that we're working on booking. We're not going to announce it right away, but it's looking to be fantastic as well. And somebody you haven't seen in a while, maybe, and somebody we want to see more of, but we're trying to expand the reach and get more and more people in. So stick around because I think you're going to like it.
I had a message today from someone. I'll talk to Dick about this in the background, who might be coming on one of our shows. Hopefully he's been trying to reach us. But I'm not going to give anything out there. But yeah. We got our little fingers out.
Yeah. There is talk in the background, too. I'm not giving any hints on this one, but there might be a second Ukraine stream started up around here soon. And I can't say anything other than
you've already said too much.
Yeah, but it's if it happens, you all are gonna flip your fucking lids and love it. So we'll see how things unfold.
but flip your lids on your own time, behind closed curtains.
That's true.
We don't want to see that.
And don't let it hit the ceiling. It's hard to clean up. You know.
Oh God, yeah. Yes, that was splashy marks. Oh, we have a Shill apprentice. Kronos.
Chiron. Yeah, so Kronos. That's
take your time.
Well, Heatwave became Kronos in the DC universe in oh God, it's so hard for me to Legends of Tomorrow. Right? Is that the reference? Yeah, Kronos time. Yeah, exactly. And that was the Legends of Tomorrow was time travel, right?
Yeah. That was my gag. Take your time.
Yeah. And Chiron, I mean,
straight over your fucking head.
Yeah, but well, yeah, probably. And Chiron, that's like the Bugatti car, right? You know, ancient Greek legend. What are you stroking in the background that I can hear? That's creepy.
Chiron.
Is that ABBA?
No, that's Dolly Parton.
Oh, okay. Oh no, there's something I need and I don't have. Okay, wait a minute.
Oh, we have another super chat.
Lord, thunder and Jesus. Sorry, you read it out. I'll be 1 second here. Boom.
So it's from Richie, not fit yet, for another $5 New Zealand dollars, for the buffering cleanup fund. It's gonna cost a lot more than that. But thanks for the start. We'll get some rags for that. Some of my old underwear. Oh, he's bugging up again, the bloody git. Why is he even on this show? Why does he even bother turning up? Sorry, I'm reading the green room there. I don't understand that. But yeah, we got fish. We got fish in the chat who was on the Greg Terry was talking about earlier. So Fish is here. Hello, Mr. Fishy. On a little dishy.
What did I miss?
The fish guy, Greg was talking about. He's in the chat.
Oh, fishy fish.
You took it like one step further.
I had to do the Monty Python thing. Are you kidding? Hey, no, but I know what you're talking about now. Very cool. Very cool. You know, more friends to meet and greet. And I like that kind of thing. You sound like a grumpy old rusty car from Cars 2, the movie. Hey, don't be a lemon.
Oh, I can sound grumpy in any movie, yeah.
Yeah, don't be a lemon. Hey, were you built by British Leyland?
A parody. Apparently, it's not fish. It's an imposter. Well, hello, fishy. We weren't here. Well, you can carry on with your Monty Python fishy thing now.
Oh, fishy fish. What fish is this?
It's the wrong fish. Oh, wait. No, maybe it's Fish from Marillion. Do you remember Fish from Marillion? The guitarist. Oh no, was it the lead singer? I don't know. some guy in some crappy band back in the 80s called Marillion.
Never heard of him.
It's funny. It's funny that at university there was we were with a guy. He was like he's a bit like you, rocker, long black hair, and we used to call him Marillion Neil because all he wore was like merch T-shirts from the band Marillion, and he listened to them constantly. Then he was like the first one to spend his grant. He spent his grant and he bought a CD player. He was like the first one in the university to get a CD player. What did he buy? Brothers in Arms.
Ah, really?
Yeah.
Down now.
Yeah, he bought Brothers in Arms. It was the only CD he had, and it played 24/7.
Yeah. Because it sounds better.
But he still wore the Marillion T-shirts. He stopped playing Marillion on his LPs.
Yeah,
on his record player. He was playing fucking Brothers in Arms by Dire Straits 24/7.
I remember in the late 80s when a few of my friends got CD players as well. I had one kind of early, but almost every one of them had the same CD collection because they all got it from Publishers Clearinghouse, the little thing where you got 10 CDs for $1, but then pledged your literal soul to pay like $40 a disc for shit afterwards.
Oh, that was so stupid, those things.
You know what I used to do? I used to sign up to them and send them their money under a fake name to like a friend's address and then go and pick up the discs. And they would do it to my house. And then the bills would come and I'd say, no, wrong address. And they would do the same thing and send them in. And we all got free CDs.
If I remember rightly, I think I did sign up to one of those sort of things back in the day. And then for about a month, it's like, nope.
Yeah. And
because you get discount on like decent stuff, but the discount wasn't enough to warrant.
No, but it was even worse than that because their versions of the CDs were not remastered for digital audio. They were just literally transfers from cassettes and stuff, and they were horrible, right?
Like what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, just garbage.
And if you don't know what we were talking about earlier, rewatch the show. It's about an hour and a half back.
Sorry, what now?
No, I'm just saying what we were talking about earlier was about an hour and a half.
Oh, yeah.
So rewatch it from that point.
Yeah. But there's that whole mastering thing and everything that counts, right? A lot of early CDs were garbage, just like a lot of early DVDs. They sucked ass too, You drink cheap beer, JP says.
Nothing wrong with that.
I'm not sure about that myself. I like the middle ground, right?
Yeah.
You got to judge it by the level of hangover you get. Right? So you got to be in you can't be, you don't want sediment wine, but you don't want to overpay, right? No.
Yeah. If you're drinking a can of beer and you are chewing at the end of it, not a good sign.
Exactly. Words of wisdom. See,
if we took the bones out, it wouldn't be crunchy.
Yeah. See, we are like Consumer Reports here. It just depends on your personal needs and desires, whether or not we cover the topics that mean something to you.
Yeah. We're very, very limited on the. We're very limited on our consumer advice.
Yeah.
I mean, me and Dick, we would like to talk about bras and the best kind. It's good for a fit and stuff like that. We got very, very little experience. The only experience Dick has got is the little clasp at the back and how.
Yeah. If you can reach up a girl's shirt at the back and get the clasp off easy, that's a good bra. That's a guitar player has an advantage there because your fingers are good at, things like that.
Yeah.
Right. Piano players, especially because both hands are really good, Well, guitar players got to go left, in order to get that dexterity in, right?
Yeah, but guitar players always look like plunge for the G string there.
Just give her a kiss, boy.
Yeah, that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do when you just got the magic where you just kiss them in the right way, and the knickers and the bras just fly off on their own.
Yeah. Oh. And pro tip: if you go in with your tongue out already, it's probably not going to work out.
Oh no! Oh God, that reminds me of a friend of mine. Oh God, he was a horrible, horrible guy, and he would literally
cheek licker.
He would literally approach. Oh God, he would literally approach a girl. I'm trying to do the stance. I'm trying to think how to describe it, but it's like crotch forward. In a straddling motion towards the girl with tongue hanging out. And then we go, yeah. It's like, God, he was a
high-strung Italian male from 1982 that watched too many Jackie Chan movies.
No, he's from Scotland. Oh, dear God.
Oh man, we're pushing 3.5 hours here.
Wow, we're squeezing out a little baby.
Yeah. We're truly plumbing new depths tonight. So let's see here. If your grandmother ever gave you good advice for life, put it in the chat. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be old wives' tales like never eat sandwich spread on Sunday after 6 p.m. because it's the devil's food or something, right?
CF says, I wonder if Dunk has any photos of himself in a kilt. Yeah, plenty. I got married in one.
CF, you and I are going to have a talk after.
I look great in a kilt. I loved wearing my kilt. Too fat now, but I can't get in it.
It's funny the perceptions of different people on the same event and how they can be so different.
Just get with your kilt. Just get with your kilt side. So it's all right. It's all right. Believe it or not, you can still be a man and wear a kilt.
I'm not sure there's a Canadian alive that would agree with that statement. Actually, the Acadians in the East, the Maritimers, yeah.
Yeah, fucking, I got a knife stuck down in my socks. That's manly.
Well, maybe to those that throw big sticks around, you know. What's the thing? Caber toss? Is that it?
Yeah, we can call it that if you like.
The well, whatever it's called. Those, you know, when you see it on TV, it's like, okay, that's kind of crazy. But if you actually stop and think for a second, the weight of that massive piece of wood must just be, how does that guy even get it off the fucking ground?
Fuck knows.
You know?
No idea. It's incredible.
You know, that's like walking up to 67 Camaro, 68 Camaro, and just grabbing the bumper and lifting it up because you need to change the tire, right? You know?
Nah, da, 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 da.
Yeah, exactly, you know?
Yeah, so we got some gifted memberships coming.
Oh, we did. Oh, look at that. Here, I got to hit the button 10 times. Now, when I hit the button, there's a delay to when I hear the sound, so it fucks me up. So I'll just try to hit it and count to 10 here. I know that sounds crazy, but trust me, it's really weird on my side. So
that wasn't 10.
I think it was 11. I think I fucked it up. Yeah. See, I told you. You know, it's really weird when you hear the sound just slightly later, but it's because, you know, I'm not even going to explain it. You know,
Yeah, don't bother.
no.
But yeah, no, do the shout. It's called Claire. Claire gifted 10 memberships, and who's the last lucky person?
You know
to,
what?
be gifted?
That's 10 memberships. So never mind the sorry ass sacks of shit that received them. Let's give Claire a big shout out for giving them.
No, I'm just thinking who's picking up the bar bill. So Jose.
Okay.
Jose Cervantes.
I've got the last one. It was Wolfiend. So Wolf Wolf. Well,
Yeah.
how
Just email at the Shills, so we can send you the bill.
I've said it before. English is just a hindrance in my ability to communicate. It's really, you know.
Your mouth is a hindrance. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
It can be in any language. It will still come out like blah blah blah.
Yeah,
blah, blah.
I would claim that, you know, English is the second language, but I don't have a first then. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
So next pub chat, we'll promise you it's going to be all in Klingon.
oh, you got.
Can I do Wesley Crusher with this voice then?
He was a platinum Klingon. Just point out.
He was born pure. If you don't get that joke, go back to the beginning, but don't be
3 hours ago.
Yeah, but don't be offended by it because we don't, you know.
Oh no, please be offended.
No, don't, you know. Don't do that. Don't, you know.
No.
Everything offensive we say is just because we're old, right? When we haven't caught up to life yet. But we don't mean it. It's just funny.
It's all in good jest. Yeah, we don't have a hateful bone in our body apart from that guy.
Yeah, and, well, unless you take black Viagra, because then your boner hates you.
Black Viagra.
Yeah. It goes around in the underworld. Yeah. Yeah, it's specially formulated for gimps, right?
Oh, I thought you meant like it's like black Viagra because it has to be more powerful because they're more well endowed or something.
Yeah, it's all about the leather.
We're causing a race riot now.
Yeah. So as we
I don't
state,
need no Viagra.
as we say goodbye to you right now, I want to say this. If you were stupid enough to have us on your television so your children could be listening to the show, that's on you. It's not our fault. Right?
But boy, were they educated.
Oh, yeah. But mommy, what's a reach around?
What is anal-ease, daddy, and why have you got so much of it?
Exactly. Yeah.
Why have you got anal-ease on subscription?
Why did he say it only hurts for the initial pop? So
it's like this show. It hurts to start with, but you might grow to like it.
Exactly, right? You know, it seemed funny at first, and then it's just annoying. You know?
No, the other way round. Yeah. I was promoting it. You just killing it.
Yeah. Have you ever willingly had a conversation with your own hemorrhoid? You know?
Yeah, if so, promoting to we'll get him on as a.
Well, we were talking about having a talk show where we do one-on-one interviews. So shave your hemorrhoid and bring him on the show. We'll see how it goes. No, don't do that. Well, you know what? Email Dunk about that, and we'll see if it works.
Email your vasectomy clippings, and we'll bring them on as a guest.
Yeah. So let's go.
Let's
thank the team.
Any more damage.
Yeah, let's thank the team and get the fuck out of here. We got CF Beauty runs all the teams in the background there. She's running the Shills in the live chat. You all been talking to her the whole time. So big thanks. We got BME, Shayna Caldwell, PJ CNET, The Kraut, and NANA. So remember, if you ever thought that being a mod on a YouTube channel was like a good idea, it's not, because you have to deal with drunk fucks like us. So give them a round of applause, because they got real stuff.
I'm not drunk yet. I've got some work to do. So I'd like to thank my my bestie Dickie Dawson showing up tonight.
I'm not sure I'm comfortable with that catching on.
No. Okay. I'd like to thank my bestie, Sir Richard. The dick.
Okay, that's so much worse. Let's go with Dickie.
And all the people that super chat tonight, thank you so much, everybody. All the people that became members, we're so pleased to have you with us. Thank you all the people that gave Dixie a little bit of love tonight, because it was great. Everybody's like supporting Ukraine and everything like that. But it's so sweet that so many of you have helped out. Just a poor little doggy just needed a little bit of love and a little bit of care. And thank you so much for that. Thank you, my agents. Thank you to my direct. No, hang on. Thank you, Greg Terry, for showing up.
I'd like to thank Will Smith for not showing up, but go ahead.
This is taking me back to my wedding speech that I opened up as like, I first like to thank my director. But anyway, back to closing out. Thank you for everybody who supports the channel. We love you, and it makes it just makes it worthwhile, and just everybody being in the chat and just watching us and just listening to the absolute drivel we come out with. We wouldn't do it without you, and we couldn't do it without you. Well, we wouldn't. Well, if you weren't here, we wouldn't do it.
We shouldn't do it without you, but we probably still fucking would, right?
Yeah, but so thank you everybody much. Don't forget to hit the like. I'm going to hit the like right now. So bing, done that. So we'll hit the like on the way out, and share the channel, share it out. Maybe not this bloody show, but share one of the good ones out, so people can come and find us, and we'll make this little family a little bit bigger, a bit like the Waltons.
The fucking Waltons, really?
Yeah, no, well, okay, the Partridge Family. I couldn't the.
Come on, get happy.
What are you talking about, Willis? We'll see you on. We'll see you back on Tuesday when we come back with the 42 show. So don't forget to miss. Don't forget to miss that. Don't forget to not miss that because it's really funny. 42 show is great. So just come back.
A little piece of advice, fellow babies: if the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy. Good night, fellow babies. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, Shirley.
You got a real stomach for punishment, you fucks.